Welcome back to the Fanspeak Network, and happy Thursday, which means it is Sibling Showdown. Today, my brother and I will be drafting all 4 of the Underdog Flagship contests. That's right, we're drafting BBM, Marathon, Sprint, Eliminator before it fills, just in just 1 minute. That's right. This is very fun today, a special Sibling Showdown, because, we mix it up in the Sibling Showdown streets. Usually whatever's new with Underdog, which, by the way, Hope and Numi, I see, I have a checklist. Obviously, the Great Dane came out today. A checklist is upon us, which means a lot of new drafts coming our way. But as the Eliminator is about to fill, we want to do a couple more BBMs together. You and I had a 50% advance rate on BBMs streamed together last year. And then we'll see if working together, we can get a marathon sprint field. So the Fantastic Four here, we're doing all 4 of them if we can. And hopefully you guys can join us as you're coming in. Hit that like button. We certainly appreciate it. Let me say hi to the chat, and then I'll say hi to my brother. We got it, Bindles, in here. Good to see you, GM. 4 drafts. We're going to try, Neil. We are going to try, but always good to see our guy Neil in here. We will attempt all 4. Let's see if we can pull it off. GM, Steve, and Meg. We are, 3 weeks. The season starts 3 weeks from today. That is just banana land. Bindles, I said Steve should go with the ballsy look. I said it was like an alter ego, the ballsy sunglasses. Steve, I think you should keep rocking it. What do you think?
Yeah. I will probably mix it up and have more bourbon drafts as well, but we are doing 4 tonight, so it's going to be a little crazy.
All right, no sunglasses, no bourbon drafts for the 4 drafts, but I think I like the ballsy, the sunglasses look. I think you should keep rolling with it. We got B Grandy in here, GMGN, good to see you. Heyo, hop in those limb streets for plus EV. Liam's multi-tabling 13 now. Okay, yeah, we might do that first. Yeah, have to prioritize chat over your brother.
I always come second.
I mean, do you always come second? I mean, look at that adorable picture. Look at me holding Steve. I have more. So our parents have a milestone anniversary coming up. And so we found some fun pictures. So I said, what the hell? Why not tweet me holding my adorable brother? And there's a picture. If we get enough likes, there's a picture of me in a leotard when I was for like my 8th or 9th birthday. And Steve's just looking at me like, what the hell's going on? That's entertaining. There's
like that, but yeah.
What's that?
That I still look at you like that.
You do still look at me like, what the hell's going on? There's a picture of us at the pumpkin patch with John Riggins right behind us. That's right. John Riggins right behind us on the, what do you call that when you're riding like the
hayride?
Right on the hayride. And then there's a picture of me helping Steve over like in a hay maze. I mean, sister of the year? I think so.
Helping me or trying to get me lost? Well, you decide.
I'm finding this picture. Let me find this picture now. That's bullshit, Steve. I don't know if you can see it good. I might have to digitize it or make sure. That is me helping. Oh, the lights.
Literally pushing me down, but yeah.
That is me helping my younger brother over the hay thing. How good of a sister am I? So chat, you decide. So as people are coming in, before we start the BBM, obviously big news today. Steve and I are like, we have to update rankings. Then we go to update rankings and we're like, oh my God, like the Rashee Rice thing. And it's like, just, all these
more
like
injuries.
Yeah. Well, obviously more injuries, which by the way, I finished my rankings, but then I saw the Josh Downs thing. I'm like, like, I can't even keep up with these injuries. Like, I was so proud of myself getting the rankings done. And then like the Judkins news, had to change on stuff on that. And then, obviously the Rashee Rice and trying to like, like the mind meld of what to do. So like I saw Pat, Dog Pound Pat, like had like, like best ball trying to figure it out. And it's like, our minds are blown here. So all these scumbags and all their details of all their stuff and how many games they're missed and that kind of stuff. Obviously, I'll let you talk about it because then I need to do some back end things before we jump into the draft. But Rashee Rice, I don't get it. Like, if this is the Chiefs getting out of something again, they just always pull horseshoes out of their ass. But he is getting to play like the first 4 games that are like a gauntlet. So I feel like that's really weird. I'm hoping it's a longer suspension for him. because I mean, talk about piece of shit. That was like, what? I mean, that was awful. But so I'm hoping it's longer suspension, but like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what to make of this, but it's definitely bad because obviously now it's not at the beginning of the season when you have all your players not on bye. Now you have buys, other injuries to deal with. It's definitely a net bad, no matter how many games. I think it's then going to trend towards more like 6+ games. I'll get your opinion. And then the Judkins thing, a lot of people are bag defending if they have it or got discounts on it. They're like, oh, it's going to be fine. I know you said it still could be a suspension. Who knows? Honestly, none of us know. None of us know. So the way I look at it is, what's that?
That's why I said what I said, because people are assuming there's no suspension when historically that's not the case.
So there has been other situations where there's been no charges and suspensions when domestic violence is involved. Yeah. So I know a lot of people are like, well, there's no proof of it. Da, da, da. Again, none of us know. Who knows? I'm going to agree with, I saw a clip on YouTube right before I got on, Josh Norris, Hayden, obviously the Underdog Network cranks out amazing content. And he was basically saying exactly what I thought. It's on the Cleveland Browns. They're projected for the lowest points in the league. I don't have much. I have a ton of Judkins pre-draft. Don't have much Judkins post-draft, and it's okay. And I'm just going to live with it. So that's how I'm handling those two situations. Is probably won't have much Rice or Judkins, but that was a big news today. Steve and I did get our rankings updated. If you have this paid Substack, you have access to all our rankings, $34.99 for the entire year, and we'll be adding DFS, sports betting, all that stuff to it once the season starts. So it's not just a basketball subscription. You're going to have year-round content, $34.99 a year. Pretty good deal. Link is in the description. So Steve, why don't you talk about those two things while I do a couple of things in the back end?
Yeah. So first, just to follow up on the Judkins situation, I tweeted out that I don't think, and I mentioned this, I was in Huheim's chat earlier, I don't think people should assume just because the case was dismissed or charges are not filed that a player is not getting suspended. Particularly when it comes to domestic violence, the league has been very strict on that. Just a couple of recent examples, Von Miller, he turned himself, people said, oh, he turned himself into police, but he did not admit fault. He just knew there was a warrant out for his arrest. He turned himself into police. He denied allegations. He still got 4 games. The police never filed charges, they dropped a case. Same thing with the Zay Jones situation. Police dropped a case. Zay Jones got 5 games. So those are 2 instances where, the alleged victim, did not end up cooperating with the police, and they got suspended. They still got suspended, even though the state, the very states that they were in, said that there was no criminal case. So, and that's not just those 2. There's many others like that. Luckily there are only so many domestic violence instances, but just about every domestic violence instance does come back with some sort of suspension. There are a few notable exceptions, but usually that involves a case where a player is put on a commissioner's exempt list. So you could have a situation where the NFL is still investigating and he's on the exempt list early in the season. The NFL could then find that he didn't warrant a suspension, and then he just makes his money for being on the list, but he could still be missing games. So I think that is a factor to consider as well. End of the day, it could still, the NFL could end up saying no suspension and no commissioner's exempt list. This gets completely adjudicated before the season. I think that's unlikely, just given the time frame. And every report I read today said that both the Browns and the NFL is still investigating this. So I think we should just keep that in mind. I definitely moved him back up the ranks some, but I'm definitely, I've seen him, like I saw Justin Herzig tweeted out, like he went 90 in a draft and he was in. Like that's, my guess is Judkins would have fallen a little as is through camp, even without this, just given what, Josh Norris and Hayden Winks talked about the Browns being a really bad offense, and the fact that if Sampson and Ford are working in, a lot would have depended on that, because already look for an instance, a similar rookie. We've seen Caleb Johnson fall just because Kenny Gainwell got 5 snaps in the game the other day. So
I thought you were going to say because Rodgers yelled at him. I was like, no, don't get on Rodgers' bad side.
That too. But, and so, I would just take it under the understanding, I would still be building teams with the idea that he could still get, 4 to 6 games, or at least miss that time. Because if he's on the commissioner's exempt list and they suspend him, they usually will credit those games back. So it's not like he'd be on it for 3 weeks and then he gets 6 games on top of that. That's been rare examples in the past, but doesn't seem to be the case. Likely case here would be my guess. Again, I don't know for sure, but just still think people should be cautious about it. As for the Rice situation,
one just other thing that Herzig tweeted, he was like, if you guys think you're going into drafts getting deals still on Judkins, you're in for a rude awakening. Yeah. Like you said, he's going at 90 now. So whatever deal you did get on the price discount, that's over now. So, and yeah, now at this point, we probably just may want to wait and gather some more information, but go ahead.
So as for the Rice situation, first, I would say I highly recommend following Drew Davenport FF on Twitter. He had a tremendous breakdown on the situation and thread on it. And it, first, the conspiracy that the NFL did this, actually, Dan Graziano just tweeted out earlier, but I saw Drew Davenport retweet it. I had not seen it before, that the reason that it's not till the end of September.
I was wondering what the reason is.
Yeah. That's when it can get on the judges, Sue Robinson's docket.
Okay.
That's the earliest they could get it on. So
okay, got it. Okay, I was wondering the reason. So okay, good to know.
Because I'll just read what Dan Graziano tweeted out. He said, Rashid Rice contacts league player/union, discussed discipline but couldn't reach an agreement. So case will be heard by Sue L. Robinson, who oversaw Deshaun Watson disciplinary hearing. My understanding is that the date is 9:30 because that's when it fits into her schedule. So I don't think there's any conspiracy. I'm sure the Chiefs are saying okay, are pretty okay with, especially with Hollywood Brown being injured to start the year. But so I don't think there's any conspiracy on that. I do think it's a negative for Rice from a fantasy standpoint. I think if they did work out a deal, then maybe it would be lower. Maybe it would be, at one point there was a rumor that it was 2 games. I think that was never in the cards, but maybe it could have been 3 or 4. 4 probably is, my guess is the minimum. 5 or 6 are probably more likely. And then I think there's even a chance the NFL is going to push for higher. I don't know if, that's what Sue L. Robinson will agree to. As my understanding, both player and team player and league can appeal the decision. But from what I've seen in the past, those appeals would go pretty quickly. So in a couple weeks, so it wouldn't restart.
So couldn't delay it till the next season, because I've heard people be like, "Oh, is he not getting suspended this season?" And you're saying if they appealed it, it would get delayed. It would have to get there would have to be an answer basically in October.
Yeah, it could push it back a month, which then would push any 4 to 6 game suspension into even worse territory.
Yeah,
But as it is now, I'm kind of playing it as a 6-game suspension. I think you should kind of prepare. That's not the ultimate worst, but that's the likely worst.
Right.
And I think that's how you should draft them as. If you get any less, then obviously it's a bonus. But it is going to be during bye week time. If it was 6 games to start the year, only 8 teams are on bye between weeks 5 and 11, because he has his own bye in week 10. If it were 6 games, there's 20 teams on bye. Yeah. So it would have been much easier to just build accordingly and, saying, okay, he's suspended the first 6 games. I just won't take many players on bye those first couple, weeks 5 and 6. But now, that's basically impossible to do. Okay. So, yeah, I just think, so I dropped him a little bit in the rankings. Same. And I think, maybe we get some more clarification. I doubt it. But I do think it's warrant to drop him a little.
Yeah. So again, both Steve and I's rankings are updated. Link in the description to join our Substack, $34.99 a year. If you're coming in, hit that like button. We appreciate it. As you can see, if we get 900 subs by the Friday of Labor Day, we will do a 9-hour stream on Labor Day, because then we're going to be turning the page to all in-season content, sports betting, DFS, battle royales, all that good stuff. A ton of in-season content. So you want to be subscribed to the Fanspeak Network. You want to have the Fanspeak Substack, just $34.99 a year. That's great, great, great value. But help us get to a 900, and we'll give you a 9-hour fun live stream on Labor Day Monday. So now I am going to Neil's comment prior to what ties the chat over you again, now that you gave an excellent breakdown on both those player situations. So Al Boogie is in here. Ola, good to see you. Chad Candle says, I thought the biggest news would be the Great Dane launch. I know, but but that was a big one today. And the checklist is out from Hope and the team. And so it looks like a lot of fun drafts are coming our way. B. Grandy, my pre-draft Isaiah Bond shares may be saved. Yep, he's
that's a crazy one
with the Browns. That was wild today too. These guys are getting to hurt too much. Back in the day, Jim Brown didn't get hurt this much. Yeah, Steve said it's like the injury dial got turned up for preseason training camps this year. Always great when you match. We didn't talk about it at all either. This was just like, sibling locked in. Good to see our guy Who Hames, who was on, you mentioned earlier, who does not know, stop lying to the people. Because you're saying he was discussing everything, right?
Yeah.
So our guy Mike Robb, thanks for updating the rankings every 36 hours. It's not like I have a child. We got to stay on top of it, Mike. We can't have you drafting or not drafting people you shouldn't. So we're doing our best, and we'll keep updating it every 36 hours, I'm sure. But no, we appreciate you, Mike. RB's our king from our guy Thad. Good to see you. Mike Robb, the way Browns investigate in the past, Judge may get a guaranteed contract, no trade clause. Yeah, this is true. Rogers yelling at you is a true rite of passage. Yeah, just ask Devontae Adams, but we need him to play this season. I think Devontae Adams, the first season, didn't play that much. So I need my Caleb Johnson bags to be safe. So now that I've caught up with chat, the first draft we're going to do is an eliminator, because that is the one that's could fill. It's like 98% filled, so full. So let me bring that over. I'm going to enter on my phone. If you would like to join us, it is we are going to enter the eliminator. I will do a countdown because that one could fill fast. The other ones probably don't need a countdown. Okay, so, and of course my phone is being slow here. So eliminator is literally 97.3% full. If you would like to join us, 6 of us can move on. I'm entering in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter, and 2 more to start. So if you'd like to join us, maybe you got in on the link there. Let me pull this over. Got to slow up. Let me find the eliminator is there. I don't have your rankings in, Steve. And so I don't. Okay. So because of the whole, did you see on Underdog, the whole app.underdog. So I did that because I didn't want any, issues to happen. So because of that, I can't use Best Ball Overlay tonight. So that's a bummer. Also because of that, I guess I don't have your updated ranks in. So whatever ranks we have in, ignore them. I have not updated the eliminator rankings in a while. In the draft room with us, I see B. Grandy at the 2 spot, UCF Jaguar at the 4, Legion 13 at the 6. I don't recognize the other ones, and we are at the 12 spot. So I'll make this a little bit smaller so it all fits in. And there we go. Steve, you and I have not done an eliminator in a while, but we did an eliminator video that I reshared today on Twitter, basically talking about the key. You finished it, you made the eliminator finals, different format, but you did make the eliminator finals, kind of similar concept. So we did an eliminator video. Hopefully you guys got to watch it as this fills up. And you've written eliminator articles on our Substack. Any points you want to kind of refresh people's brains or our brains as we draft this one together, which will probably be the last one we get in here.
Yeah, I think in general, some of the key things are roster construction. I think 3 quarterbacks is even more so important in this. So 3-5-7-3, 3-6-6-3, 3-6-8, or 3-6-7-2, something like that. And then running backs are highly important, and you do see them pushed up. You'll see, essentially half the round be running back. And like McCaffrey goes easily in this before Lamb and Jefferson. Not every time, I'm sure, but I think a lot of people make that decision. So those are the key things. I think then it's also the types of players are very important. Like there's certain guys who are spike week guys versus have your week, high weekly floors. I use the example in the video on the article. Jacoby Myers and Jane Reed, and there's been a little bit more of a gap because of the Reed injury and all that. But at the time they're going at the same point out. Let us make our picks.
Let's make a pick. So I would honestly say
double tap running back.
Yeah, Genty and Jonathan Taylor. Don't they play the Dolphins week 1?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. And if we had basketball overlay, again, use code Fanspeak of 25% off. Very helpful to manage your portfolios, your combos, your correlations and everything. You can even, I could have even said it like weeks 1, 2, 3, and I wish I could, but again, with the whole new Underdog app situation, I can't tonight. That's a bummer, but that's okay. So I am going to pull up the week 1 schedule on a separate tab just so I can pay attention to that.
Just finishing up the point on that. Last year, Jacoby Myers, and let's keep this in mind. This was with, just terrible quarterback play, Gardner Minshew and Aiden O'Connell, bad offensive system, and even Devontae Adams for the first couple games. Jacoby Myers had 9 games of 10 or more fantasy points. Jaden Reed played in 17 games, and Malik Willis did start 2 of the games for Jordan Love, but he had Jordan Love and a much better offense. I mean, Packers scored, I can't remember how many points, but hundreds more points than the Raiders. It was night and day. And Jaden Reed had 7 10 or more fantasy point games. Now, Jaden Reed has those 30-point games, and those can balance you out for regular contest or even marathon or other formats. But in this, that 30-point game may help you advance that one singular week, but then those other weeks when he's scoring 5 points, he's just not helping your lineup at all.
Right. So like you said, it's roster construction. It's kind of, trying to get that projectable volume running back. Cause again, a full 0 RB is going to be tough because you need the early week to keep moving on, obviously.
That's the other thing is running backs are just, A, they score more points, but B, they're far more consistent. Running backs, there were some, even in the year last year, there was not a quote unquote 0 RB year. There were plenty of 0 RB running backs, but guys like Chase Brown, guys like Rico Dowdle, even Chua Hubbard, they didn't have a lot of good games early on. It was down the stretch that they started, really paying off. Like J.K. Dobbins would be the only, quote unquote 0 RB. Bucky Irving, another one, just didn't do anything early, really. But those guys were great late, and it just, where receivers are just far more.
You need that projectable volume early in the season. Obviously, I mean, 6 of 12 are moving on from this pod. Hopefully our friends and family in here are moving on with us, but then it's, 1 or 2, and you need that projectable volume running back. So I'm glad we double tapped. We'll talk here and then I'll catch up with chat because a couple of people were in with us. Neil said he's in the overflow. So there was a run in quarterbacks. I do think elite quarterbacks are fun here. Did you want to go like Jalen Hurts potentially? And then what by ADP, then there's, if you wanted like, an elite quarterback or tight end, Kittle, Hurts are still there. Not interested in Breece Hall. Then it's like the Evans, Harrison, JSN, Devontae Adams. So what did you want to do here at the turn, Steve? And I was right. Jonathan Taylor plays the Dolphins. That is fun. I say we take Hurts and think about it.
Yeah, let's take Hurts.
I'm going to let it clock down so that we have time to think about it. What receivers? Because Evans goes. I was going to say Evans. What about Worthy? Well, now Rice is playing, but
he is. But I still think Worthy's a good pick. I like him over some of those. I mean, Adams I generally like, and it's just we don't know the quarterback situation. I think I lean Worthy still. I think he's got
Worthy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we go quarterback, two running backs and get at least one receiver there. Let me go back to the board and then let me catch up with chat really quick. Yes. UCF Jaguar is in with us at the 4 spot. Legion 13 is a limb number 149. So one more to go for him. Let's go. Don't get eliminated. Yes. Hopefully everybody in here with us, we're all moving on to round 2. Neil, we're bummed that we didn't get you in this one. He said, oh damn, I got in the overfill, but good luck if you're still in there. Hopefully you were moving on, Neil. Hopefully all of us in here, friends and family, are moving on. And then, we can hopefully face each other, because then it becomes a 1v1 the rest of the way. Our guy Hardman is in here. GM, good to see you. Thanks for joining us, Hartman. Appreciate you guys as you come in. Hit that like button. We appreciate it. We are going to attempt to do 4 flagship contests tonight. Just keep it rolling right after this BBM. And then the tougher thing is going to be, can we fill sprint marathon room? But we will try. So this should be a fun night. The more likes we get, maybe I'll show more embarrassing family photos. I do have one of me from my 8th or 9th birthday in a leotard and workout with little weights, and Steve's just looking at me like, what the hell is going on? So some good family photos that we found getting ready for our parents' milestone anniversary, and that's why I tweeted out the Steve baby picture today. So anyway, Steve, any other thoughts? So you talked about line of construction. I think elite quarterbacks, as we can see, are pushed up big time. Obviously, the importance of running back and projectable volume running backs. Obviously, the importance of guys suspended or coming back from injury, are a biggie. I wouldn't be taking Godwin in this, situation.
Guys like Godwin, Mooney, Shakir.
Suspended, Addison, So, they have to be massively bumped down. Or the guys that had gotten injured in camp, like you said, like Mooney, Shakir, stuff that's so questionable, their status for week 1 have to be bumped way down. Those are the big things. Any other things thinking about your Eliminator finals team, like what was your secret sauce? Again, I know it was a different Eliminator format.
That still was an elite quarterback. Lamar was my top quarterback. I'd have to look at who my other ones were. I was definitely balanced. I'll actually let me find that team while we talk.
Let's do that. That's fun. It's always fun to look at finals teams. Peter Overzet did a great show, going through all the different BBM teams and drafting it, basically trying to match that stylistically and player archetypes, and going through all 5 BBM teams and seeing what really translates to 2025 drafts. It was really interesting. It's fun to look at what had success. Can you replicate it? What were kind of the secret sauce to it? Okay, so we're coming back up top of ADP at 60-65, Devonta Smith, which does correlate. Zay Flowers, Jalen Waddle, Tony Pollard would be one I'd say, with the injury to.
I like that double tap.
Well, there goes Devonta Smith. So we'll let this clock down, because I think we're interested.
I do typically avoid rookies. I do on Pollard.
Okay, so let's talk about it. Diggs.
Let's go Hunter. I know rookies. I do think there's a bit of a knock on, but
I have to twist my arm to take Travis.
I feel pretty good about Hunter. And then I did bring up the team if you want me to read off the team. Yes.
So I'll pull the board back up. You read off your Eliminator finals team against again, if you all remember what the format was, which, by the way, I wouldn't be surprised if they do a mini version of that as one of the things that get released, because they had that checklist for today, tomorrow, and next week. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a mini version of that. Just my early prediction, but go ahead, read your Eliminator finals team.
So I finished, let's see, the finals last year were 115, I think it was 115 person final. I finished 70th. I didn't have a great finals week, but this was my team that got there. Quarterbacks, Lamar Jackson, Tua, Derek Carr. Running backs, Saquon Barkley, Kyron Williams, Alvin Kamara, DeAndre Swift, Cam Akers, who Cam Akers actually counted for me in week 17. That's how
wait, who were your running backs again?
Saquon, Kyron Williams, Alvin Kamara, DeAndre Swift, Cam Akers.
Oh, God, how did Cam Akers count? Because clearly Saquon and Kyron counted, so Cam Akers counted in your flex?
Yeah, Kyron or Kamara was hurt and Swift did absolutely nothing. And then my receivers were Tyreek Hill, Brian Thomas, Terry McLaurin, Josh Downs, Rashard Bateman, Dontavian Wicks, Jalen Tolbert. And then tight ends, Brock Bowers, Isaiah Likely, Jonnu Smith.
Brock Bowers. Oh, yeah, you really hit on the mid rounds of Brock Bowers at Likely, and then a late round Jonnu Smith. You really, again, anytime I list one of my finals teams or your finals teams, mine are usually that mid to late round tight end. And I want to start taking a lot more Tyler Warren and Colston Loveland, because I just feel like every year they're in the mid rounds Yet we've
Yeah.
seen 2 years in a row where, and I just, the camp reports, especially on Tyler Warren, sound really good. So I'm so stressed. We talked about on our show with Sean. I'm so stressed out, like FOMO, like fear of missing out on guys. Am I too exposed? Am I underexposed? Can I catch up on guys that are getting a ton of steam? It's just August is banana lands, and then it just gets crazy. Like I'm already at the point like start the damn games, but I know by the end of this month I'll be like, please, let's start the games. It's the news cycle is just constant, and it grinds on you for sure. So August, I like enjoy drafting pretty much like May, June, July, a ton. In August, I am a stressed out drafter in August. Just worried about too much stuff. So yeah. All right. But no, that was fun. That was fun to read your Eliminator team, Steve. And where did that end up finishing?
It finished 70th.
Okay.
I mean,
I saw your reaction to McLaurin. You and I both had McLaurin. You had McLaurin on multiple finals. I had him on the Bulldog team, and he had like 2 points. So.
When Josh Downs was banged up, I just had a bad, week 17 run out there.
Okay, see, I just queued up Addison and I queued up Hawkinson for the very reason that Addison's going to be out, and A-Crack just took Addison. To me, Hawkinson should go before Addison, in my opinion. But what do you want to do here? A lot of injured receivers, and we're kind of behind at receiver. So I definitely think we should go Hawkinson, even though we like a balanced build. Unfortunately, the receivers here, like unless you want to go
I think Cooper Kupp.
Yeah. So are you fine with Hawkinson and Kupp? Okay, I kind of like that too. Let's do that. I think Hawkinson is a great eliminator pick with 3 weeks out of Addison. So we start 1-3-3-1, which is really balanced. That feels nice. So what made me go on that crazy tangent about August stressing me out? I don't even know what made me go there.
I'm not even sure. I think just like, seeing some of these receivers go and what's going on. And also, you're, we're analyzing my team, and that did, I had plenty of injuries on that as well. But you build, and that's why I think the build structure is so important, because, quarterback, to a missed time, obviously Carr missed a lot of time at the end, but I got some balance. I got some usable games from all of them. And same with the running backs, like Cam Akers is the one that was, total dust, but the other 4 backs were pretty strong. Weakest, but it carried me through. And then 3 tight ends, even though I had Bowers, Jonnu was great, likely was a stash. So maybe
it was talking about I need more Warren. It's like I've loved Warren this whole time. I was looking at my exposures and I'm like, I'm just over the field at like 10% or something like that. And I'm like, I love Tyler Warren, like 15% Tyler Warren at least. So like I need to get my exposures up. And it's like, it is anxiety ridden month of August to bounce those exposures, combos, and then you're just keeping up with the news. Stevens WC says, I'm stressed out too. It seems all the drafts are the same. One thing I'd say about that is do what we did last time, kind of like, yes, let the draft come to you. But if you feel like you're doing the same thing from the same similar spots, like maybe force something like I want to go 1-1-1-1, like running, quarterback, running back, receiver, tight end. Or I want to go all running back receivers for the first 8 rounds and then fill in my quarterbacks and tight ends like mid to late. Like, that'll force different things, right?
Yeah.
Do you like that?
No, I think
he says, "Oh, I've done some weird things."
Yeah, no, I think that's an approach, and I don't do it so much in the first round where I like flip the board. I think doing it in like the second or third round can get really interesting.
Yeah, I meant like more like force like certain structural things.
Well, sometimes it just forces a structure different.
Yeah.
Also, just because you're in a pocket for receivers and you take a running back, if.
Let me get to chat really quick. A BBM a day keeps the August anxiety away. I love it, Paul. And this is, you're almost done here with your Eliminator. Obviously, everybody will be done tonight, but you're almost done with your Eliminator. Let me quickly, and then I will get to this. I know we're up in a minute. Say hi to Poker Guts. Good to see you, Poker Guts. What is your guys' team? We are both Washington fans, so it's been a rough go until of recently. So, then Mike Robb, I know the guys are talking about some kind of an Eliminator contest or something. That'll be Andrew and Justin. Once we switch out of best ball season, I'm fully I don't do any managed leagues of any kind. So I'll be fully into sports betting and DFS and all that good stuff. So check with Andrew and Justin. I think they do want to set something up. So definitely check with them. But yeah, good to see you in here. Poker Guts, and appreciate everybody coming in. Hit that like button as you're coming in. We will be doing 3 more drafts after this. I know Scadaboo might not be the pick, but what do you want to do here, Steve?
Definitely Bateman.
Yeah, I was going to say, I got to queue up something. We
Can
don't
you
really
sort by receiver just to see if there's anything else. I think a tight end might be the play.
Coleman. Okay,
And
Bateman.
We
We
stop
took.
at 2 tight ends.
Oh, Tyler Warren.
Yeah, I'm good with him.
It's ahead at 80. No, it's right around his ADP. Are we sure you'd be fine with Hawkinson Warren?
Yeah. I mean, Coleman, okay. I think is a fine pick also, but
let's go Warren. We were just talking about it. So, okay. So we're done. We can be done at tight end. I know usually, do you typically go more like 3-6-6-3, 3-5-7-3, or do you sometimes do the 2 tight ends if they're like this situation?
If you have 2 tight ends like this, I think it's totally fine. It's, I feel like you said, Hawkinson gets a little boost with the Addison suspension, and also honestly Justin Jefferson. Like I'm sure he'll play week 1, but he might not be 100%. So
that's true.
Hawkinson could go out there and be like a 15 target guy week 1.
Yeah, and we got him where in this draft? I felt like it was still like a fine.
It's like right as
84. Yeah, so it's not like we had to take him at like in the 60s or even say we got him 84. That feels really nice. So
yeah, and
my favorite Eliminator picks were early. Wait, there was somebody early that I loved. Just schedule. Oh, Jonathan Taylor and a chain like that. Colts. So I pulled up the week 1 schedule. Dolphins, Colts. Those are 2 bad defenses, right? I mean, Dolphins are terrible. So then
we'll
even
improve, but yeah.
And so, but even the Colts defense, they have terrible running defense, rushing defense from what I remember last year, right? Wasn't that their biggest weakness, the running game, the rushing defense?
Well, they have bad secondary also.
Okay, so I mean, Dolphins was the one time I was taking some Tua stacks because I don't have a ton of Tua stacks because I'm very worried about the fragility of the team. But in Eliminator, I was like, against the Colts, and then so Dolphins Colts was one. I was interested in those early players too, like Jonathan Taylor, Hawkinson in the middle with Addison being out now, Jefferson banged up. And then late, I have to say it, I know I'm a little too, probably way more than the market into Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers offense because most people are grossed out by it. But, again, he plays the Jets week 1. Nobody loves a good revenge story like Aaron Rodgers. So as a late, when you're tacking on a third quarterback, he makes the most sense to me there. So,
yeah, no, and Rodgers gives you such a high floor.
You talked about that, like his floor games last year, like games above 11,
he had 11 games of 15 or more points, many in the high teens or low 20s. He had the one like 30-point game and one other like 26, 27-point game. But, I think Rodgers is a very good QB3 eliminator pick.
Yes.
And the other thing with the eliminator is it really opens up some of these other guys who we know are going to start early, guys like Flacco, guys like Russell Wilson, maybe they're not there late in the year for you, but your chances of getting late in the year are so small. You want to push as many teams as far as possible. That's the best way to get your ROI back, get a positive ROI. And then to hope you get that one that just keeps going on a run, we want to get, 5 teams to week 8 or, that'd be crazy.
All right. We're up. So I know James Cook's your guy, but maybe he starts slow. Ray Davis is our 4th running back. What do you think? And then I queued up Dylan Sampson, unless you think,
I'm okay with that.
There's just not much else here. We don't have to go Sampson if we go Davis. So what do you want to do? It's not like a good
receiver.
Yeah. Do you want to? We could pull up like a Pop Douglas or something.
I think Douglas or Palmer. Palmer is going to be starting now. Shakir's probably going to miss the first couple of weeks, at least the first week. Still sounds like.
I guess next go around we should catch up. I don't think we have to go here. So let's. No. Okay, shit, I should have switched it to Palmer. No, that was a good suggestion. I'm sorry. But Patriots play Raiders. We have the Raiders, so it's almost like a mini bring back for Genty and hoping that game. Genty and Bob Douglas have some touchdowns there, or a touchdown each would be nice. So, we do need to catch up a quarterback. We talked about a couple of late quarterbacks we can add on as our third, but maybe this next go around we should look for our quarterback too, even if it's not really stacked up. Let me catch up with the chat really quick, and then we can talk through some of the other games to target. Poker Gut says, I like going to mid-tier tight ends when it's possible, because they can have a couple big weeks together. On one might even hit the flex. Yeah, I think I'm either like mid to late or like what we just did, 2 mid rounds, like a Hawkinson Warren. I like that a lot. Who Hames points out, it's not just a revenge game, it's a double revenge game. Fields Rodgers, week 1, very fun. Yeah, I'm all over Braylon Allen too. Poker Guts, I am trying to draft him as much as possible and interested in him in every format too.
Yeah.
Right. Steve forgot to look up the correlation between James Harden and top 10 strip clubs in the best ball playoffs. Crazy attention to detail.
Exactly.
We got our guy Green Bean in here. Hey, good to see you, Green Bean. So for those coming in, we are drafting all 4 of the Underdog flagship contests currently in an Eliminator. We'll be drafting BBM next. So if anybody wants to get in with that with us, and then we will attempt to get in a sprint and marathon room as well. So we will be coming. Oh, I know I was going to mention week 1 games. I talked about that Dolphins Colts really stands out to me as like both defenses you want to attack. Jets Steelers stands out. Revenge on both sides. Panthers Jaguars, another one that we like the offenses on both sides. New coaching staff with the Jaguars, obviously second year Canales. Both defenses can be attacked. So Panthers, really didn't improve enough in our opinion. So I think that could be like a really, really fun one to attack. Saints defense, are they much improved this year, Steve?
Probably not.
Okay.
I think they're going to have their struggles for sure.
The Cardinals, Saints. So Cardinals, interesting. Buccaneers, Falcons, a fun divisional game, I think is really fun. I think Raiders, Patriots, 2 basement teams last year, but like could be improved and could be fun. 49ers, Seahawks. I think that one is pretty fun. Texans, Rams, and of course Ravens, Bills, 2 playoff teams. I don't know if that could be more of like a slugfest. I don't know if the Bills run defense, but last year in like betting props and stuff, you wanted to attack the Bills running like, running backs against the Bills. So, and we remember that game on Sunday night, Derrick Henry just went ballistic. So Henry is really a good eliminator pick. I know I've taken him a good bit. So we're coming back up, Steve. What do you want to do here? 1-4. Okay. So, oh shit, it got ugly. Okay. Do we I know this sounds crazy. Do we double because quarterbacks go way earlier? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I did them in the wrong order, but it doesn't really matter. So double tap the 2 quarterbacks that we know actually could start throughout the year. And then, hopefully we can still even correlate them too. So because that would be 9, 8, 5.
The correlation isn't as important in this because we're not looking for.
Yeah, it's like basically building a cash game lineup in DFS, right?
Exactly. Yeah. And like it helps still, but it's not as important. You're not looking for to hit the nuts.
Well, let me ask this. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 2. Right now, none of our quarterbacks are correlated. I'll just read this really quick to decide what build we're probably looking forward for these last 2 picks. Hurts, Darnold, Rodgers, Genty, JT, Pollard, Ray Davis. I like that running back room. We talked about winning solid projectable volume. Worthy, Travis Hunter, Cooper Kupp, Rashad Bateman, Demario Douglas, TJ Hawkinson, Tyler Warren. If we're just going 2 tight ends, I assume we probably want an 8th receiver since we did focus on running back early.
Yeah, I think that would make the most sense.
Because we only have 4 more picks. So that would mean that we would do 1 more receiver and 3 more receiver. 1 more running back and 3 more receivers.
Yeah. We actually we have Cooper Kupp, right? We actually already have Darnold.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we did correlate Darnold. Yeah, I forgot about that. We did. I'll be damned.
That was our plan all along.
All along, just like we drew it up. So yeah, guys, like where did a Braylon Allen in here go? To me, he should go pretty pretty early. Our guy Scattaboo still went at 118. Braylon Judkins goes to our guy UCF Jaguar 100. Braylon Allen goes to, okay, I thought it was Legion 13, 140. That's really good value there. I think I almost wish we would have considered him even where Ray Davis. Braylon Allen looks ridiculous in camp. But yeah, I was just curious where some moving parts are going here. Where did some of the injury guys go? Like a Chris Godwin, or Chris Godwin goes 105, which should go much later. Mooney right next to him. So any other questions about like certain players and where they should go in Eliminator?
Not me, no.
Okay. All right, so we'll be back up at 180 and 181. So I'll just bring it over here. Did like JCM, in case he gets like the role, did he already go?
Yeah.
I think he did.
Yeah.
Where did he
Pretty
go?
sure.
Jalen Wright went, Dow went.
Yeah.
Where did Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt go?
Maybe he didn't. Maybe I thought I saw him, but I guess not.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, we'll let it kick down. Not Hopkins, because we already have receivers, Alec Pierce.
And I will say, I think JCM is a riskier eliminator pick. He's definitely not an eliminator ass pick, but
he's not an eliminator ass pick. But if he's like one of those guys that like gets a solid role, I think we've built out our team.
I think we feel good with the first four.
We feel good with the first four, yeah.
So I'd rather do like Hopkins than.
We already have Bateman. I don't think you should.
Yeah, it's just Pierce is like the opposite of an eliminator ass pick.
I know, but there's nothing here.
All right.
I was almost going to take Tyler Lockett. That's how desperate we got. Let's just queue up receivers we want to consider. I'll even keep Tyler Lockett as an eliminator ass pick. So I'll keep him in there.
Tommy Brown.
He's not an eliminator ass pick.
Yeah. He's going to start.
He sucks. Oh, I was hoping he didn't go to someone in our draft. Okay. Tutu Atwell, Pat Bryant, Jalen Noel, Coker.
No, I don't think he's an eliminator pick.
Ray
is
1,000%
eliminator pick.
I literally do. Well,
Jalen
Naylor. Okay. If we're gonna go Naylor, my guy Roman Wilson needs to be in there. I'm like part of the Roman Wilson fan. Steve, I'm telling you, it is just camp report after camp report from those Steelers beat writers. I retweeted one today. I even retweeted one today.
I saw it.
Oh, did you ignore it?
I did. My.
So Mike Robb, as we were talking about it, we were talking about before I even saw Mike Robb's comment. Have you both heard eliminator ass pick? Which one player would you say is the most eliminator ass pick from round 14 on? Oh, round 14 on. Let's go back to the board and look. Steve, give your thoughts. We have a bunch of receivers queued up for our last picks.
I'm going to say...
Oh, Thielen, your guy, right?
I mean, I don't know if he is, just because I think he does have a ceiling still, as he's shown the last 2 years, but I think it's Tyler Lockett. Like maybe at some point one of the rookies overtakes him, but it ain't going to be early. Mm-hmm. You know, those rookies didn't look in the preseason game. I know, like, there's one Titans reporter, beat writer, who just loves it, like Manor, and talks about him nonstop. But from what we saw from
am I following the Steelers version of the Roman Wilson account?
It might be, but from the preseason game, the rookies didn't get early run. Manor just was in there to block.
Whoa, On got drafted. I'd say I agree with you. Lockett is an eliminator ass pick. I'm looking through other ones in this.
I think a tight end version of that would
Hunter
be
Henry.
Hunter Henry.
Zach Ertz.
Ertz.
Especially with the McLaurin stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wan'Dale Robinson is a guy that I'm usually team Slayton. Wan'Dale Robinson, a little eliminator ass pick, would you say?
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
yeah. No, he is.
All right. So Week 3 has a ton of lopsided games. Oh, that's interesting. I need to look more at like it's interesting. You can like do look ahead lines and everything. All right. So last 2 picks, Steve, we can get your eliminator ass pick of Lockett. I would say you get Lockett, I get Roman Wilson, but if not, I do see the case for Ray. So
okay. Also Jalen Naylor, because Jefferson's out the first 3 weeks. Or Addison's out the first 3 weeks.
Yeah, but he's not that good.
He's going to be the number 3 receiver.
You know who's the number 2 receiver is this guy.
Calvin Austin.
He's hurt. Okay, so Tyler Lockett, and let's talk about, is it going to be Ray? Or thank God Justin Naylor, Jalen Naylor was taken. Tyler Lockett, I want Roman Wilson. I know you probably want Ray. Ray, are you going to give me the Aaron Rodgers stack to Roman Wilson? What do you think?
Sure.
If not, I'll show a bad picture of you. Just kidding.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Steve was like the most adorable kid ever. I was a dork. Okay, let's. We're not going to go through all the teams since we are, cranking through 4 drafts here. But I will quickly read ours. Ended 3-5-8-2, and I will of course label it, Steve, so we can split this as we just go through week to week here. No, these will be fun to track for sure. 3-5-8-2. Hurts, Darnold, Rodgers. Ended up stacking them all. Genty, JT. Tony Pollard, Ray Davis, Ja'Cory, Krosky, Merritt, not an eliminator ass pick, but fun. Xavier Worthy, Travis Hunter, Cooper Kupp, Rashad Bateman, Demario Douglas, Alec Pierce, Tyler Lockett, Roman Wilson, TJ Hawkinson, Tyler Warren. I actually like how it turned out. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think we have a strong running back room, 3 quarterbacks, including an elite. I think that's a very good way to advance. And yeah, I think it's a very strong like cash game mentality.
I don't think it's save. Yeah, I did one on I labeled it birthday draft. Okay, let me refresh again. Steve, answer this question while I am labeling.
So Green Bean, we talked about it probably about 5 minutes into the stream. If you want to go back to that, but to sum it up, I think people should consider that there's a very real chance he ends up still suspended or at least put on the commissioner's exempt list to start the season while the NFL investigates. This has been their precedent with particularly domestic violence instances, even in those that there are no criminal charges, like no criminal case. And 2 recent ones to point out are Von Miller and Zay Jones. Both got 4 and 5 games respectively, and neither one ever when both the charges were dropped.
Why is it not letting me save?
If you refresh, did you refresh it?
Yeah, I refreshed it because it's showing the team. Looks like I'm only getting in 15 total eliminators this year, but there it did. It labeled it. Okay, beautiful. Okay, on to BBM.
You want to try marathon or sprint first, or just in case? Just I'm saying if one of the rooms is pretty close to filling, we should do that instead. Like we can get a BBM at any time, but if like an hour from now, the marathon, we're waiting on 11, it ain't going to fill,
Yeah, let me just quickly get through the rest of chat. How do we clear that judge's schedule? My 46 exposure Hollywood needs the backlog to clear out. That's hysterical, Paul. And Paul, and we had a couple folks in with us.
UCF Jaguar.
Yes, UCF Jaguar. And Paul, thank you for joining us in that draft. That was a lot of fun. Who Hames, Al Boogie, I see you in the 10 hole. What are you guys drafting together? Who Hames and Al Boogie? Coker, always Coker from Thad. Love to see it. I'm starting to get some Bond exposure. Mike Fireman wins Offensive Rookie of the Year. I'm buying his jersey for Steve. That's absolutely hysterical. Weird to me, they're using Lockett as the slot. Probably, is it just because of his age, Steve?
Just because of Jesus. No, I don't think it's just because of his age. I mean, historically, he's been much more of a receiver. Yes, that's not why he's going into the slot. Just him and Ridley essentially run the same. They've historically been used the same. Both have played a little X, but Lockett, I believe he played some slot earlier in his career, very early. And I do think he's such a good route runner that even with his age, that's the last thing to go.
Our guy Chad Candle says you guys missing the most eliminator pick of all. Yoshavas, that's true. That's a good one. Thought of analyzing in each individual week and going into those drafts where you weekly pay and find the one most lopsided. Well, what will be nice, and use code Fanspeak on Best Ball Overlay. That definitely helps in the Battle Royale streets too. Battle Royale season is upon us. So don't make fun of this team. Yeah, you have to let us know which. Oh, they're in an elim together. One more, and he'll be done at 75 elims. Good luck to Who Hames and Al Boogie in an elim room together. Hopefully, you guys are both moving on in this 6. Hopefully, the 3 of us are moving on. Just drafted together. Been out of the loop for a while. Hadn't heard much. We appreciate you, Green Bean. I'd agree. Hopkins. Oh, most fake eliminator aspect. I was like, he could be an eliminator aspect. So okay, we'll try. You want to try marathon? We'll try that and just see what it's at. I guess that makes sense to like. I do think we could. BBG goes live at 9:30 Eastern. I believe it's 9:30 Eastern. We could ping him for a sprint. So maybe. So let's try marathon. See where it's at. If it's a big fill, we'll back out and go do BBM. So I am just jumping in to the marathon now, seeing where we are at, and
wait on 4.
Yeah, we're waiting on 4. So we will stay. I will go to Discord and on excuse me, the Discord on Fancy Dog Pound and let them know. And yes, we are delayed on getting a Discord up, but we are getting a Discord up per part of our Substack as well, which will help, especially in season 2 for, again, DFS, Battle Royales, and of course, sports betting down to 3. So if you want to join us in this marathon, this will be 2 out of 4. We did Eliminator, now marathon, and then we will do a BBM and sprint. So let me see here. All right. Still waiting for 3. I'll just put in the currently drafting. Talk about anything fun, Steve, while I'm typing.
Well, I was posting on Twitter as well. But yeah, it will be interesting to see. You mentioned it, Hope and Numi and Brett. They were going around today with Hope checklist. There was one thing today that was the new and improved Great Dane, and we can talk about that in a second. Tomorrow, I believe, has 2 question marks. So 2 things. Maybe they're both new contests. Maybe one's like a promo. We'll see. And then each day, Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wow. Next week all had at least one thing. I think there might have been another day with 2, if I'm not mistaken. Let me bring that up. Might as well while I'm on Twitter.
And we're down to waiting on one person, just one person left for this.
So yeah, it looks like we will be getting a bunch of new contests before,
and we're full.
Things finalize. Okay, so no, just tomorrow was the only day with two groups of question marks.
So obviously Great Dane today, 2 tomorrow, and then 1 every day next week. I mean, we are down to 3 weeks till the NFL kickoff. 3 weeks from tonight, we will be watching real NFL football again. Let's all celebrate. That is very exciting. I don't see any names other than, of course, Jewish McCaffrey. Good to see Jewish McCaffrey. And, Paul, Legion 13. So we got our guy, Paul, Legion 13 at the 10. We are at the 7. Jewish McCaffrey at the 6. I unfortunately, again, with the new Underdog app, I do not have Best Ball Overlay. I wish I did, because I've made big stands on Marathon. I'm going to lean into this contest heavily and just make like big player take stands on this, and just hope they stay healthy. And for better or worse, if I'm right on my player takes and if they stay healthy, then hopefully I'll have a great Marathon season. If they don't stay healthy, or if I'm not so good on my player takes, then it won't be a great Marathon season. But I'm going heavy on player takes. So we are at the 7 spot, and I'm sure you could guess what I like to do there, Steve. But I do go to one particular person, player.
You like to pull up a Monroe St. Brown?
I think he's a good Marathon pick for sure. But no, you know what I like to do at this area. But I wouldn't be surprised if he's gone too.
Yeah.
So my ranks are in here, but they are not updated from the recent ranking update, which I did today. But they're not that far off. It's probably like a week ago. So
she still has Cam Scattaboo as a 5th rounder.
I probably do. He is one of the player takes that I'm very high on in this. Drake May. the guy that I'm hoping falls to us. Stephon Diggs. Let's see. Ricky Pearsall. Travis Hunter. It was Caleb Johnson, but now I'm getting nervous that he's getting yelled at by Aaron Rodgers. See what Josh McCaffrey does here, and then we can make our pick. And Josh McCaffrey, if you happen to be watching this on Twitter, feel free to jump into chat with us. But good to see you
watching this on Twitter, you know who she's going for. It's part of your name.
It is part of your name. Can I do it, please?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, when he falls to 7, that's really nice. I mean,
and after we make this pick, just thank you everyone for joining us and liking this episode. If you haven't liked it already, or if you're watching on Twitter, please jump over to YouTube and hit the like button. That really helps us out, and we really appreciate it.
Yes, no, absolutely. We appreciate everybody watching, hitting the like button, drafting with us. And again, if you tell a friend, if you people that are into baseball, but into the in-season, DFS, Battle Royale, sports betting, the content will continue. Best ball shows pretty much every day of the week, till Labor Day. And again, if we get to 900 subs by Labor Day weekend, we will do a 9-hour live stream to celebrate the end of hot basketball summer and the beginning of the NFL in season, which we will have tons of great in-season content. Look for a schedule in the next couple of weeks on that. But Substack will have tons of in-season content for sports betting, DFS, etc. And so will this channel. So the content will not stop here. It'll just keep ramping up with pretty much daily content. So yeah. Huane says, hope to God 1 is a deposit bonus. That would be pretty fun too, for sure. Okay. This is so Legion 13 at he just did. That's a fun start. Henry Bowers at the 10 spot. This is only his second marathon, so fun to see you in here in the marathon streets. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, let me.
And, after we make this pick, we should talk a little bit about the marathon, since it's been a while since we've done one, and your success last year.
Yeah. Okay. So Genty goes top of ADP. I mean, I'd say I don't know. I'd lean BTJ, but where do you want to go?
BTJ. Yeah.
All right. So. So Steve, I have written a couple articles on Substack. I'm going to write one final article, since marathon could potentially have some overlay of kind of my favorite revised favorite picks. I kind of again, have these player takes that in certain areas of the draft that I'm really trying to go heavy on. And so I'll put an updated one, but I had my favorite marathon picks. I did marathon strategy. I did very limited. We're talking under 8 entries last year. I finished, I believe, I can't remember now, 138 or something, won $700 last year. And basically what you're trying to do is hit a parlay of these are the best picks, or some of the best picks in each round. These are the guys outperforming their ADP, outperforming their positional ranking. And, a big part of that was I had Kittle and Jonnu as 2 of my 3 tight ends last year. Kittle was tight end 1. Jonnu was tight end 3 or 4. Obviously I had Barkley, who was, and Jacobs, RB1 and 3. Chuba, who was RB8. And then my receivers, I didn't have any in the top 10, but I had one in the top, wide receiver 9, 12, 15, 18. I had 4 in the top, 8 through 20 or something like that. Yeah. So you just want to hit that parlay of the best picks in each round, without pods. And it's just weeks through 1 through 17. Every week means the exact same thing. We're not waiting it for early, like Eliminator. We're not waiting it for late, like the classic contest. We are waiting it that every week means the exact same. So you do kind of punish the players that could be suspended, injured, slow to come back, those kind of things. You need to get a value for them, just like you do on Eliminator in that regard. But yeah, you want to be smart with bye weeks. You want to be smart. You don't want to be taking these massive, having crushing weeks. You want to just be building, I think, a balanced, smart, structural team, but you're leaning into your player takes here. And I think this rewards strong player takes, because the luck isn't in pod luck or any of those things. The luck is going to be your team stays healthy. And my team did stay relatively healthy last year. So that is where the luck comes in here. If your player takes are strong and we are on the clock. Whoops. Okay. So, shit. Okay. Top of
Hampton.
ADP, 10 seconds. Hampton.
Just take Hampton.
Even with a marathon, you think that's... No, seriously, even with the marathon, Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We will be back up and let's plan this next one out. So we'll be back up 42 and 50 and 55. So I will say 42. I'm kind of glad we took Hampton because 42 is just loaded with, I mean, if you get a falling Kittle, I think that's worth it, but it is just loaded with receivers that I love. So I will just queue up a bunch of them so that if we are, having to pick quickly, honestly, I wouldn't mind going back to back receiver because there's just so many receivers in that range. So those are kind of my biggest keys to marathon and noticing what worked in that marathon team last year. Any thoughts on that, Steve, before I get to the rest of?
Yeah. And I think people get daunted by the fact oh, you had the perfect team. And I think, your
No.
team was an example last year. The field was twice as big last year. And while it didn't fully fill, there's over 130,000 entries.
Yeah.
And you looked it up, you essentially had 5 duds on your team.
Yeah.
And still finished 138. And sure, do you wish you only had 4 duds or 3 duds? Then you would have finished much higher, of course.
Right.
But the point is, even if you max, that would have been a hell of a, you would have gotten half your money back, or just about, not half, but it was great ROI. And you only did 7 entries, 6 or 7 entries, whatever it was. So we're about to be on the clock, and then I'll finish my thought.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that, by the way. That's why I queued up all these receivers. JMO's looking fire in camp. I say JMO or Ridley. Actually,
I lean Ridley. I think Ridley's going to get way more targets.
He could fall back to us, unless you want to go falling Terry. Do you want to go falling Terry?
No, I think.
Why?
He could start slow. Terry could start slow, and marathon, that counts.
I know. All right, let's talk this through.
Surprised you didn't highlight Metcalf.
I don't know why I didn't. Metcalf is one of my. I think I didn't scroll down. I didn't scroll down enough. So I had highlighted Walker's one of my favorite marathon picks. He's gone. I mean, if Terry fell all the way to 55, okay, he goes. JMO and Metcalf, if they fall in the 5th round, that's like a snap pick for me.
Sutton's another one. That's a smash pick.
I know. I need to take him more. Okay, so we start 0-2-2.
But just going back to the point of you don't have to draft perfectly, but what you need is, and honestly, you had some guys who missed some time with injuries, but you can't have lost season long injuries.
Yeah, they were short term. Yeah.
Overall, it is, a lot of it is just not just ADP, but and I say this all the time with certain receivers, where they finish and where you're drafting them. You're drafting, say, what does Sutton say? Wide receiver 25.
Yes, he just went wide receiver 25. Yes.
Yeah. So if you're drafting him, you want him to finish that or better. If he finishes as wide receiver 45, you're hurting. And that's kind of the way I look at it.
Yeah. So I don't know that one of these two will get back to us. Anybody else you want to queue up? JMO would be a run to the podium click for me. James Conner goes. Anybody else you want to queue up in case Josh McCaffrey takes JMO?
Can you sort by running back real quick?
Harvey, Swift, Montgomery.
Harvey's fine.
Okay,
let's go JMO.
Thank God. I mean, the camp reports on JMO are amazing. All right, so 0-3-2. I'll put the board back. So you were talking about again, the finishes and stuff like that.
It really, we can talk about ADP all we want, but it's we want to be picking guys who are finishing at or around. I mean, if Cortland Sutton finishes as a wide receiver 26, you're not getting killed. But
right.
But like I said, they can't finish as a wide receiver 45.
Right.
Those are the teams that are going to be hard, particularly your early picks. But even late, you want to hit guys late. And that's why having guys with some level of certainty, some guys who are just currently underpriced. I always talk about with Adam Thielen, he's going as wide receiver 70-ish. And last year, even with the injury, missing 7.5 games, he finished wide receiver 50. So it's just this, right? Darius Slayton, last year, he's going as wide receiver 90, somewhere in that ballpark. and he missed a couple games and a terrible quarterback play, and it finishes like wide receiver 55. So it's like those are types of guys who can just return value even late.
All right, so we'll be up at 66, 77. If Hunter falls all the way there, I'd say it's fine. Dave Montgomery, Pacheco, Rome. If Rome falls there, I know at least we're anchored by two.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I honestly, any of these 4 picks.
I wouldn't do Hunter just because we have BTJ.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's a good point. All right, so you want to go Rome or Pacheco?
I think Rome.
Yeah, I mean Rome. The camp buzz on him has been amazing too. Also opens up another stack. Obviously, we could stack Purdy with McCaffrey. We have, obviously Cam Ward, Lawrence, Goff, and Caleb. So we have a lot of stack potential there too, which is really nice. All right.
And the other question about doing Travis Hunter is, double stacking isn't the worst thing, particularly with the fall. But
right.
I do think also the other negative was he'd be our third of our top receiver of our top 4 receivers.
Week 8 bye. Yeah, no, you do. You want to watch that. Yeah. I mean, I think if I didn't have other week 8 buys, which is tough, there's a lot of good receivers on week 8, then you could double stack a Lawrence stack. But yeah, you do want to be careful about bye weeks. Mike Robb says, just so everyone knows, Meg's last big stand was saying Hanson's Mbop was top 10 song of all time. I was an NSYNC girl back in the boy band days. I was an NSYNC girl. We got Eddie in here. Steg, I love it. Eddie, good to see you. As always, got the Disbanded Brotherhood dot. Always good to see Disbanded Brotherhood. Paul says, hopefully it's kinder than my first marathon, 6th round Judkins, 8th round Moody, 11th round likely. But that is why it is good to draft marathon later too, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, yes, you can I have drafted it throughout, but just little bits each month. I am going to have higher volume in August because, obviously if you can protect yourself on those injuries, that is where you need to be the luckiest, is just injury run out. So absolutely hope this goes better for you as well too, Paul, and we can both finish high. That's another thing. We're not in a pod here. We can both do well. Eddie asked about deposit bonus, and Huame said he's wish casting. So hopefully hoping for a deposit bonus from Underdog. Pod luck and team health is like gym health. I like it, Eddie. Yeah, wish casting into realization for sure. Hashtag go get your guys. I mean, a marathon is absolutely go get your guys season. Thad, couldn't agree more. And that's why I'm making big stands in marathon and hoping they stay healthy and my player takes are right. Hulk mashed potatoes. Oh shit. Sorry. I keep doing that. I keep thinking we're at the turn. Okay. Diggs. Yeah. Okay. I know we only have 2 running backs, but this is not a range for running, but though Mason is one for later, I will say. But this also opens. I'm just gonna start queuing up some of our quarterbacks to keep an eye on, because now we have a lot like Purdy, May, Caleb, Goff. We're not going to take all these. Lawrence and Cam Ward. So we have a lot of QBs to keep an eye on. Maybe we get lucky and Mason falls back to us in 6 picks. That would be nice to start 0-3-5, especially with so many stacks at our disposal. So we'll be back up. I'll just keep it here because we're going to be back up in 6 picks at 90. If Mason goes, how did you want to handle this? Did you want to pull up a so it's by ADP, Mason, ETN, Tracy, Dobbins, Warren, Scotto.
And can you sort by tight end?
Sorry. Kelsey, Andrews, Warren. Oh, he's one I want more in marathon. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there. No, I do. I mean, he's one that I want more.
I like Mark Andrews a lot.
Yeah, I like Warren better, but
what's that?
But yes, I'll cue him up as well. I said I like Warren better than Andrews.
Okay.
Even though I have Andrews ranked better, I feel like Warren's gonna be really good.
Yeah, well, Andrews
don't you?
I do, but he's also dealing with Richardson and Daniel Jones.
Well, we need a running back. So you want to just let's take Mason, right?
Yeah, let's take Mason.
Okay. All right. The question here, and this is what becomes in or let me pull over the board to explain this correctly. In all the marathon drafts, there are so many picks that I like in rounds like 8 through 12 that like you can't get them all. And here I like that we got a falling Rome, Diggs, Mason. That's great. But we could, of course, double tack quarterback here. We could get Scatterboo at 114 if he falls. No, I do have to be willing, I think, to pull guys up to get kind of like the combo of all the guys you want. So I definitely think whatever quarterback falls at 103. Honestly, May would probably be, if we're talking guys outperforming Purdy and May, like, and obviously we've both correlated I
wouldn't do both because they're the same buy.
Yeah, that is true. Though I've done it once or twice in marathon, then just made sure I had something else. That's what I had in my marathon last year. I had Cousins and Allen.
Yeah.
And I drafted Levis for that reason. Okay, third quarterback, he doesn't have the same bye week. And, with his issues, thank God he played week 12 and he actually had a decent points week 12 too.
Yeah.
So how about that? I kind of got lucky there too.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, go get your guys' season in marathon. Good to see you, Hulk mashed potatoes. Doing a drafters, feel comfy with 4 running backs. Should I pick up a 5th? Barkley Brown
with 20 rounds.
With 20 rounds, I would. Yeah, I don't think you have to force super hyper fragile. You can tack like on a fun rookie later. Even we got our guy GAB in here. Young Mulo was drafting with us yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just got the news. Judkins might have a pulse. I'm not sure if you haven't met much of the Judkin bags. I do from pre-draft for sure. Brock Bowers shaving his head. Does that make him rise or fall, Mike Robbs? I just saw the picture yesterday. Did you see it, Steve?
I did. Yeah. We were about on the clock.
I did not change the rankings. Did you?
I did not.
Oh my God. Are we on the clock? No, we're not. Okay. I thought we were.
No.
Okay. So Purdy or May? I kind of say I have more Purdy than May, and we would stack May with the receiver, even though you can stack with McCaffrey.
Yeah. No. May.
Okay, great. I'm just trying to balance out some of my favorite quarterbacks. So I have a lot of Purdy. I have a good bit of May, but I usually get sniped on May. So 135, that's perfect. Purdy does go right after us. We could double tap. Yep, our guy goes, Scatterboo goes. It's just, see, you always are saying Scatterboo falls. Scatterboo does not fall. People are smart. They know to draft Scatterboo. So
trust me. Well, Meg, you should draft on drafters because I'm getting Scatterboo in the 130s.
No, I got a free ticket on drafters and I did it yesterday. Yes, I was laying out the dog, but I had Scatterboo queued up and he went before his ADP. And I literally thought, Steve is such a liar.
I'm going to need Hugh Ames to back me up because I know he does both.
Yeah, Hugh Ames is definitely on the drafter streets. Okay, so question here. Let's just stay here, Steve. 114. If Caleb falls there, do you want to just take Caleb?
Yeah.
I'd be fine. We already have 5 receivers. I'd be fine with Pittman, tight ends. I'd be fine waiting for like a Ferguson range or something like that. The other ones, I'm not really that. I'm fine with some of these running backs, but you can get them a little later, like I love like Ray Davis, Braylon Allen in this format. But yeah. So we're a couple picks away. With all that said, and looking at the board, are you fine if Caleb falls starting May? Caleb, 2 second-year guys stacked with Diggs and Rome.
Yeah. Higgins just went. That would have been the other one.
Okay. All right. So I'm just waiting to see if Caleb falls, and I'll go back to the board. Which, if he falls, I like this start a lot. We start 2, 3, 5, 2 stacks, 3 nice anchor running backs. We didn't get Scatterboo. That's a bummer, but I really, really like the start in general. Let me go back to the board, and then I can catch up with chat. I am struggling to get like Tyler Warren, Colston Level in this. Those are guys I need more of for sure. It was AI, I think. Oh, the Brock Bowers picture. Who he's passed on Scatterboo at 129 earlier on drafters.
Yeah.
That hurts. Let's see. DraftKings has the most casual best ball drafts because the DFS platform. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I don't draft on. I just use like the tickets or whatever, but really don't draft there because I stick with and that's why I don't draft as much on drafters either. Great, great site drafters, but I just love the half point PPR. I've always done better half point PPR, touchdown hunting. Speaking of, we'll be betting anytime touchdowns soon, Steve. Anytime touchdowns will be in our life again soon. That is super fun. But boy, does it tilt the hell out of you when you have like a 4-legger and you get 3 out of 4 or something like that. So, but anytime touchdown is about to be in our life again. Wish I had ESPN had best ball. Imagine the IQ on there.
Oh,
that's good. That's good. Poker Guts. That is so true. No, it was on UD and a puppy. Ooh. Okay. Oh, Scatterboo fell that far in UD. Okay. Yeah, Steve, you were looking for confirmation on in the drafters streets.
Well, in both. I mean,
I'm telling you, Steve, every draft I'm in, it's like they know I'm here that they take Scatterboo before. So,
yeah.
All right. So we'll be up. Let me see. Up in a couple. It's the next 2 picks, though. 127, 138. Just keep that in mind. Damn, I wanted Braylon Allen. Good pick by, is that Jail Bonds? Jabail Bond? Whatever. Oh, man. We lost Braylon Allen and Reed Davis. Do we just go 3 quarterbacks in a row? What do we do? This sucks.
Can you sort by receiver real quick?
Yeah, sort by receiver, ADP. Oh, you could do Mims. I mean, we need running backs, though.
I know. Mims, Keenan Allen are both viable. I'll leave it up to you. Let's do, honestly, I would do Keenan Allen, I think.
I'm just saying you could be done if we felt like I mean, I guess we started with McCaffrey, Hampton. So
yeah, but I mean, we still could because they're different buys. Because
we do have 2 week 8s, but then it's all different buys.
Yeah.
So as far as our receivers, we got 5 in the first 79 picks, and then tacked on Keenan Allen at 127. I feel really good about that. So, all right. So. I will say if Lawrence falls back to us, that is interesting. What are you thinking here with the running back situation? Not
great.
Well, no, yeah, that's what I mean. That's why I so desperately wanted Scatterboo as our 4th, or Braylon Allen or Ray Davis as our 4th. Like having that 4th, like where you feel like really good about him. I mean, we could say IKB, Tank Bigsby will still have a role. I don't mind that. Though again, if Lawrence falls to 138, I say we go there.
Yeah, I do think we could grab a tight end if Lawrence doesn't fall. Ferg.
Oh, I do love Ferg. Yeah, that's a good call.
I mean, even Goddard, just piece of a top tier offense.
Okay. I mean, Strange we could keep an eye on too for later, not now. Okay. So decision time up into, I'd say Tank Bigsby or King Kong made our decision for us. Do you want to go?
I'd say go Ferg.
Okay, Ferg, or you'd go Ferg over Tank Bigsby?
Yeah, because right now, I mean,
getting a piece of that Dallas passing offense.
Yeah, and there's an outs where Bigsby's just a smash play at this spot, but there's also outs where he's just terrible. And again, we want as many picks as possible to be better than where we're taking them. And Ferg is the perfect guy to do that. Ferg last year, not only was he injured and Dak injured, but he had 0 touchdowns. He gets touchdowns, he's going to smash, his ADP.
Right. Poker Gut says Kirk is going to be the number 2 in Houston. I don't have a ton of Kirk. I'm a little wary of Houston's offensive line, so I'm just not overexposed to Houston. But according to reports, and I've been taking a lot more Marvin Mims, since the first preseason game.
Yeah,
so I was interested. I was interested in Mims there. That says I'll never understand pushing players after the 8th round. If you love a player, get them. I agree. They're going to kill their ADP anyways. Yeah, if you have a strong player take, especially there, I totally agree with you, Thad. Zach Ertz, best late round tight end. Yeah, I absolutely. There's honestly so many mid to late round tight ends that I like in this format. Quite honestly. So, Tyler Lockett is a marathon ass pick. Steve, do you agree? I think it's more of an eliminator ass pick, but
I mean, it could in the sense that if he keeps that
outperform.
job pretty long, he could give a lot of usable, like 10-point weeks. Like, yeah, he's not giving you these smash plays, but he's filling in for your bye this week, filling in for your bye this week.
Cam Ward went, Goddard went, Bigsby went. A lot of potential picks for us that we had queued up went. We could go Strange is near his ADP. Could go a falling Rachaad White, though it's not falling that much.
I think Strange makes the most sense.
Okay. There's a lot of late tight ends I like too, though. But
there are, but I mean, I guess we could take a shot. Luther Burns falling. I don't mind that.
Do we need another receiver?
Yeah.
Right? That's the thing. Okay, shit. Strange goes. I don't
running back.
Yeah, on ADP. I mean, Sampson's going to fall now.
Yeah. I think we take White.
I just say take. I mean, he should, as long as the injury isn't serious, he should have a role. That's how you and I have been playing it all year. So, is it our favorite click? No, but it's not like we, would he have fallen another 10 picks? Maybe, but like.
So, I think. So, are you playing? Do you think this will be a 3-5-8-2 or I'm
no,
sorry,
because we didn't get.
I'm sorry,
I think it's either 3-5-7-3 or 3-6-6-3 in my opinion. Yeah. We'll just stay here. We are up at 162. I mean, if Burden falls in, that is hard to turn that down. But quite honestly,
Sampson would be a fall at that point.
Henry is another fall. Yeah, but how far is he going to fall with this? If it breaks that Judkins isn't going to get suspended. Okay, Sampson will go, so he didn't fall. Henry, I queued up Henry because we did not get Strange. We got sniped on Strange one pick before. We have May. We also need to be thinking about third potential stack, which who Rodgers is my favorite. Again, he's going as, let's just look it up, QB 29, and I wrote about it. As long as he stays healthy, he's going to outperform QB9. I will bet you on that. I feel very, very confident on that. So,
and just this is another format where you can make a case like guys like Russ and Flacco, particularly like maybe not so much with Drake May, but if we had done like Caleb and Lamar, Flacco will probably cover those, but help be there to cover those buys. And probably, I think Flacco plays half the year and probably Russ like 10 plus games.
So do you want to go Henry here? If he, do you want, no, oh my God. Help.
Do we go quarterback? No.
Well, I mean,
go tight end, sort of tight end. Let's do Ertz.
Okay. We just talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's different than. Okay.
Another guy who, this guy finishes as top 10 tight end last year. We got him as tight end 20, just could absolutely smash.
I will say if we get Rodgers, you can always get Jonnu or Freiermuth as our third.
Yeah.
So because it definitely need, I think, 3 tight ends. So
yeah.
So honestly, coming up at 175, 186, if Johnny was there, I wouldn't mind double tapping. Or if you want to go like Rodgers and somebody else, I'd be fine with that. So I take Rodgers a lot as a third quarterback. Again, you're just betting on he's staying healthy. If he stays healthy, he's going to outperform. He's going to give you usable weeks. We talked about his 4 in Eliminator. He also had some ceiling games, not that many, but week 15, he was my key. So let me catch up with, yes, absolutely. # go get your guys. Sanders is a way better pick than Ertz. Are you talking about Jatavian Sanders?
I guess.
Is there another Sanders I'm missing at tight end, Steve?
No.
I was going to say, sometimes you just got to help me out with these comments.
I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, I missed. I was ahead in chat, so sorry.
All right. Well, help a sister out. Yeah, I do like Jatavian Sanders though too. All right, I'm catching up to chat now, and then I got to get some exposure, Houston, or you will have a problem. I did get that. I did not need help getting that pun at all. Steve, are you proud of me?
You're very proud. Very proud. What movie is that from?
Apollo 13.
Good job.
Did I nail it?
You did.
Steve, you look like you're tired. Do you need to go get a bourbon?
I might need a bourbon.
Perk it up. Let's go.
All right.
All right. 175. If Roger's there, I say we just take him. It's only like 10 picks, like he might not fall. And then
I think that makes sense.
It's not like anybody else is like worth it. John does go. Jatavian Sanders goes very early.
JCM is gone, I guess.
I was just about to look that up. Nope.
Oh, he's there.
Oh, shit. Well, it's just there's no other quarterbacks that I feel confident playing all year.
What do you do, Meg?
I mean, JCM is a fun marathon pick because he could just massively outperform.
No, he can't.
What do we do? This is so hard.
I think we take Rodgers. Having a third quarterback, it is the same buy as Caleb. That's less than ideal, but it's early, so hopefully Drake May is healthy.
Yeah.
Pray to God.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, JCM, come back to us for our fifth running back. Let me stay here. Yes, I got the Houston. We have a problem. I'm very proud of myself. I like locking on a new team with the rookie quarterback. That's a good point. Oh no, that was satire. That's when you get too far behind the chat. You're like, oh no, what did I miss? I missed it. Was that the Sanders thing?
I think the Lockett. The Lockett was.
Oh, okay, gotcha. White should be fine week 1 or 2. Yeah, I am.
Yeah,
JCM
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too bad. It really doesn't. Oh, I'm way behind. Time to catch up. We are 6 picks away, and unfortunately, our guy JCM did go. Looking at other, I mean, I would like a fun upside swing like Kyle Monangai, Taj Brooks, like Monangai correlates to the team stack. I don't know. That would be later. I'm just saying to keep an eye on.
Question is, what will we do with this pick?
I'd have no freaking clue, to be quite honest. You're not really worried about Lockett just making the Titans quickly pull him from the field when he falls down each catch. I do like the Lockett. He does protect himself. Sometimes the best ability is availability. All right, we got our guy Legion 13 on the clock. What do we do at this pick? I mean, I think we still need to ask ourselves if we want to go 3-5-7-3, or if we do, we take one now, no matter what. Okay, we're on the clock. How many picks do we have left? Just 3. So either way.
Let's take Monangai.
Here?
Yeah.
It's like 20.
Well, I guess Brooks just went.
Yeah. We know we can get Freiermuth late. Now it's a matter of running back or receiver. I think
we'd go 3-6-6-3.
Yeah, let's just look at the receivers again. Brian Thomas, Calvin Ridley, Jameson Williams, Rome Odunze, Steph Diggs, Keenan Allen. I agree. We went 5 in the first 79 and tacked on Keenan Allen. Only 1 overlapping bye. I agree. Hopefully we could get Freiermuth in round 18. So looking at running back by ADP, not Roshan, you got Keaton Mitchell, Miles Sanders, guys I'm not interested in. Oof.
I mean, Miles Sanders and Justice Hill. I mean, we need guys who are going to get on the field. Running backs getting very picked over.
I know. I almost wonder if that Rashad Smith, there's
a chance he gets cut.
There's not a chance he gets cut.
Yes, there is.
Steve, he had a lot of good camp reports. I know he was with the third stringers, but
I know, but I just
that was a bold. He could be the next. Who was that?
McKinnon.
Yes.
I'm saying there is still a chance that he gets cut in this format. That is terrible for us. Even if he comes back, even if he's on practice squad and comes back later in the year, he's not giving us any value. There's just so many other guys who are actually going to be on the field.
I mean, it is so picked over here. I mean, yeah, I guess Justice Hill still just has it. I mean, Keaton Mitchell went. He's obviously kind of the more exciting as far as if there was an injury ahead of him, they would split work, but he would be probably be the more explosive play, but I guess Justice Hill, I still like what about Ollie Gordon? And let's just make sure, is there any, Slayton's there, or do we just say we're happy with our?
I think Hill makes more sense. I think running back's just more important. And Monangai, we took a big swing on.
That's true. That's true. It's kind of like a chaperone for Monangai.
Yeah. Like I said Monangai with the idea that we were taking 6. Like,
okay. All right. Well, then hopefully Freiermuth falls there to us. He usually does or goes undrafted, which is criminal. I have no idea why. Okay. We talked about White. We talked about Lockett. Mike Evans has done the same thing for years and no one complains that he avoids contact. Yeah. I mean, I actually don't mind it at all. Never mind. You have McCaffrey. Yes, I do love, cause he had said Garendo. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you could have correlated with that. Right now we're looking for Freiermuth because we did get Rodgers. So I would like correlating with Freiermuth. I've done that a lot in marathon and I'm hoping that falls here. Who went? Arroyo went. So, all right, get some smelling salts since you aren't an NFL player. Yeah, Steve, do you need smelling salts?
I'm good.
Well, you got to look alive here. People are saying nap time.
That's because you're pointing it out. I'm trying to get through. So, all right, we're up in 1.
We're on the clock. All right, Freiermuth it is.
Yep.
All right. Ended 3,663. Very balanced for this marathon. May, Caleb Williams, Aaron Rodgers, love it. All stacked. Christian McCaffrey, Marion Hampton, Jordan Mason. Because our next few, we decided to go 6. Rashad White, Kyle Monangai, Justice Hill. Kind of some chaperones there, like the combo. We went really heavy early receiver and tacked on Keenan Allen with BTJ, Calvin Ridley, Jameson Williams, Roma Dunze, Steph Diggs, Keenan Allen, and then Jake Ferguson, Zach Ertz, Pat Freiermuth. I absolutely love this, Steve. What do you think about the final?
Yeah, I think it made sense to go 6 running backs for sure with this build. And I just think that, the receivers are, they're not elite, but it's very similar to you last year where you could have a lot of guys in that like wide receiver 8 to wide receiver 20 range.
Just have to, since it's our only, we're not going to go over every team because we need to get through 2 more. We're doing all 4. If you're just coming in, all 4 Underdog flagship contests. We did the Eliminator. We did the marathon. Next up, we'll do either a sprint or a BBM, but we're still doing a sprint and a BBM. So stick with us. So we won't go through all the teams because we've got to keep it moving on the other drafts. If you're coming in, hit that like button. We appreciate it. If you're not subscribed, best ball content pretty much every single day up through summer. If we get to 900 subs by Labor Day weekend, 9-hour stream on Labor Day, Monday, and then full in-season content, sports betting or NFL betting, Battle Royale, DFS. Stick with us. We've got a lot of good stuff coming up, but we got to check our guy, Legion 13, Paul. This is only a second marathon. 3,672. Jalen Hurts, Jared Goff, Jordan Love, super nice quarterback room. Derrick Henry, B-Rob, J.K. Dobbins, Jerome Ford, Rico Dow, Isaac Garendo. So absolutely love the anchor, and then still got some good projectable volume throughout. I like that. And then Mike Evans, Zay Flowers, Ricky Pearsall, Adam Thielen, Torrey Horton, who's getting a ton of steam but looks good. Talk about could outperform. Darius Slayton could outperform. Josh Reynolds. These are all guys that could absolutely outperform. And then, of course, definitely can stop it too with Brock Bowers and Tucker Kraft. So I definitely think that's a lot better. You had the injury bug. Now we both need luck to our teams to stay healthy. And I like your team, Paul. What do you think, Steve?
Yeah, I think Paul, he said this was his second marathon. I think it turned out well. Mm-hmm.
That's why I wanted to go through it really quick. I think it turned out really well. Drafted my, let's catch up with chat and then we will get into another one. We could check with BBG if he's trying to do a sprint, or we could just, jump in BBM and then do that, but we'll figure it out in a minute. Mr. Nick, good to see you. Drafted my last limb and took London with the 4th pick. Had to go out with a bang. Yeah, mix it up. I like it. Bourbon for fatigue. I love bourbon, Steve. Steve and I like having bourbon together, so I had to suggest it. Not sure why I trust people more when they cuss. I like that green bean. It just shows the passion, it shows the passion. Woody Marks is going to carry share Chubb is garbage. The thing is, you think Woody Marks is garbage, though. That's the only thing, right?
Yeah, that's the problem.
You just do not think he's good as a runner.
He's not a good runner. He can help in the passing game, but that's about it. And I just don't know if he sees the field. I mean, he worked late in the game, the preseason game. I mean, they had basically every guy who's ever worn a Brown or a Texans uniform line up ahead of him.
Right. Poker Gut says Theo Johnson, also underrated target tight end. Yeah, I'm trying to take more of him. I think that's a good call out. And I know you like him too, right, Steve?
Yeah. No, I think Theo is a very fine pick. He's super athletic. Another one of these Penn State tight ends. One of the reasons Tyler Warren took so long to break out. And yeah, I think he could be like the third or fourth option for the Giants.
Yes. Charles, good to see you. Goats Card says, late to the party, where were we drafted Eliminator first. We were just drafting a marathon, and now we'll probably draft a BBM and then a sprint. So we got 2 more flagship contests to get, 2 down, 2 to go. Joking around about what we are drafting. I thought about Ollie Gordon. Did you think about it?
I mean, I think it.
I guess we already had the Kyle
but
Monangai pick.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There's starting to get and Pierce talk. Our guy Eddie mentions. He says, I love my Texans, but their backfield scares me now. Any interest in taking late shots on Dameon Pierce? I mean, could he revive a couple years later?
I mean, it's definitely possible. I think there's just another situation where, I mean, look at the report today in Washington that Brian Robinson Jr. won't be on the roster. Well, then he could be a Texan, like that's what it could be.
That wasn't a report, and that was a speculating beat writer.
Yeah, but that was
right.
One of their beat reporters, from what he's seen, he's been making the rounds on the radio saying, in his own podcast, saying it would not surprise him if Brian Robinson Jr. is not on the team week 1. And if so, it's because they could trade him to somebody for like a 6th-round pick.
That would be interesting if B-Rob, because here I've been staying off of him. But if you went to the Texans, that would be really interesting.
But I just mentioned that for that reason. But it's, again, any of these guys who get cut, any guy who other trade option, I just don't know if the Texans are going to go to. It depends on the Mixon outlook. Like if it's bad, then I think they probably trade or acquire somebody. I don't know if they go into the season with Dameon Pierce.
Right. Do you think, Mike Robb, do you think it's possible Cleveland looking to get Isaiah Bond to help get their players out of prison? Could be.
Yeah.
BBO update is live. I will look into that. Thank you for letting me know, Paul. That good to know. I will look into that here in a minute. Poker Guts, I forgot I was doing a draft and auto drafted Bowers in the 2nd, Kittle in the 4th, and ended up being really good. That's good. I mean, obviously you could have some tight end hitting the flex in that one potentially. So just did a marathon. So Eliminator first, marathon was 2nd, 2 more to go. Do you want to try BBM? And then I could ping, I could see what it, or do you just want to go for sprint? What do you want to do, Steve?
Let's maybe try sprint. And then if it's bad, then we can look into pinging them.
Okay. Do the Bucks try to trade Rashad White? That would be interesting.
I think if anything, they'd try and trade Sean Tucker, not White, just because I think White has more unique role in that team.
Yeah. Agree with Paul here. Texans have no business trading for a running back with that offensive line. We did. So we're doing one of each, Eddie. We did Eliminator first, marathon 2nd, and we're going to try sprint now. If it's too long of a wait, we'll hop out and then jump into a BBM, but then we'll try for sprint. So we're trying to do all 4 flagship contests, 2 down, 2 to go. Let's try. Did I label that one, Steve?
I don't think you did.
We need to, because it could be a winner, could be a winner.
Very well could be.
Steve, talk about something fun while I'm labeling it.
So we talked about before them releasing a bunch of new contests. Today was the Great Dane 2. They did change it a bit. Instead of 250 to enter, it's 200 to enter. Instead of 15 max, it was 5 max. And so that means now getting to finals, you get 1,000. You would get your money back if you max, and then it's a 30K up top. It was only 25K up top in the previous one. So it's definitely far more conducive. And the advance rates are, it's 4 of 12, 3 of 8, 1 of 6. So the semifinal isn't as strong, but in general, it's a very, very strong advance rate and contest. Not sure. I think we're going to do like at least one, but it's definitely a good higher dollar contest. And, for those who are partaking in those, I would recommend it compared to, I think it's even better than Chow Chow in terms of like advance rate and stuff like that.
Did you freeze? Oh, okay.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, sorry. I thought you froze for a minute, but I hear you now. Maybe I froze. Poker Guts, I like your guys' streams. Appreciate that, Poker Guts. Make sure you're subscribed. Tons of best ball content and then tons of in-season content. We've got you covered. Our guy Eddie says they are fun and
I think Meg froze. Can you
we appreciate you. 2+ hours. Our guy Goats Cards said, did I freeze?
You're back now.
I can. Okay. Oh, fun. Okay. Well, just as people are complimenting our streams, we're about to go down. But anyways, yes, 2+ hours, best Thursday ever. We'll keep it running here. Can you hear me, Steve?
I can hear you.
Okay, let's roll. We are trying for a sprint. We'll see what it's at. I'm jumping in now. If anybody wants to join us, we are trying for the sprint to see if it's filling. Okay, we're waiting on 4. You're right to try because BBM you can get anytime. Like you said, just try, see, maybe you get lucky.
Yeah, it makes most sense.
So thing is, Paul said you can log in. The best ball update works, but do you have to be on app.underdog fantasy right now?
That I'm not sure. I mean, I think we can get through these.
Yeah, we'll get through these and I'll get it figured out. Tomorrow I have 5 p.m. Friends of Best Ball with the wonderful Coach Speak Index. That is a biggie. Be sure to join us 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Coach Speak Index. Greg is so kind to join me. I'm looking forward to that. We will draft a BBM together tomorrow. I'll get everything worked out to make sure, with the best ball overlay and the new Underdog stuff. And then we'll find out what is released tomorrow from Underdog as well.
Absolutely. And again, as we're about to, with 2 more to enter, if we're in a sprint right now.
Yes, sprint. If anybody wants to join us, is
1 more to go. If you're watching on Twitter, please jump over to YouTube, give us a like. We appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We're on the road to 800, 900 subs, and eventually 1,000. And we're going to be doing milestones for all those.
Yes, absolutely. Baking the $1 Scottsdale 2.5 million grand prize drafts on DK. Is that a
it's a ticket. It's a qualifier.
Oh, very nice, Poker Guts. Okay, Dirty P is in with us. Good to see you, Dirty P. This is sprint number 13 for Dirty P. Yeah, I think this is like my 14th or 15th. So I want to get to 25, and we are at the 3 spot. Let's read it out here. We got our guy Paul. Are we going to go try? We're hit the trifecta together. Are we going to go 4 together? This is awesome. So we got Paul at the 2. We are at the 3. Goats Cards at the 4.
Can I just time out? It's what? Go Arizona Cards is his name.
Just could you not? You couldn't hear it any more of me saying Goats Cards.
Goats Cards.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I see it. Go AZ Cards. Yep. He says, fine, I'm doing less than 5 of these. I will join. Absolutely. Good to see you, Charles. And now I know it's Go AZ Cards. That is hysterical. Whoops. So Legion 13, the trifecta. This is his 3rd draft with us tonight. We're at the 2. We're at the 3. Go AZ Cards at the 4. We got our guy Eddie at the 5. Incredible. I said that right? And then Dirty P at the 11 and Manzone at the 12 side. Manzone, if you're in here, come say hi. We appreciate you. So lots of big old friends of family draft here, Steve. This is fun. What do you want to do at the 2 spot? We'll see what Paul does here. So he goes Lamb. I was going to suggest that. I'm fine with, if you want to go Bijan. Yeah.
I love the Falcons playoff schedule.
Yeah, this is all about, so obviously talking formats. We talked Eliminator format. We talked marathon format. We're going to talk sprint format as we do this. We have a sprint article up on our Best Ball Substack, link in the description, $34.99 a year. We are going to be taping a strategy show that'll be up this weekend on the sprint because sprint marathon will be open probably till the very close of best ball season. So Steve, what are your keys to the sprint? Because we're talking strategy for these different formats. And that's what's great about our Substack is we have articles for all the different contest formats and we have rankings for all the different contest formats, all updated today as well. So Steve, sprint strategy, you kind of alluded to it. We're focusing on entire playoff schedules. Go ahead. What else do you got?
So the first thing to focus on is unlike the marathon where had there been 6 of us in the marathon, all 6 of us could have actually made the cash, particularly if there's overlay. But But here it's just like a BBM or your regular standard. 2 of us will advance, and 2 of us will advance to a 93 person pod that is then played out weeks 15 through 17. So that's why, I think you need to focus on advance rate. Whether you're doing 5 of these, 50 of these, 150 of these, you want to advance as many as possible to get as many tickets into that, playoff, 3-week playoff final. Hence why they call it the sprint. And so then when you do get those teams, I think you do want to look for teams that have really good overall playoff weeks, teams that are indoors all 3 weeks, or at least 2 of the 3 weeks, teams that potentially have some poor matchups, at least two of the 3 weeks, because it's one of those things where you like, sure, not every guy is going to go off all three weeks. And in fact, I looked it up the other day. I believe I want to say Jahmyr Gibbs was the only running back, or no, there was like 2 running backs, I feel like, who had 20 or more fantasy points all 3 playoff weeks. Jahmyr Gibbs being one of them. And that was also because Monty got hurt.
Yeah.
And then only 1 receiver, and I believe it was Brian Thomas Jr. It wasn't, it wasn't other receivers. Maybe I think one other receiver outscored him for the full 3 weeks, but Brian Thomas Jr. was the one guy who did all 3 games. And so what I'm looking for, because it's so rare to find a guy who's just going to smash every single game all 3 weeks, I'm looking for guys who can do 2 of the 3. If I can get as many guys as possible, getting 66% success rate, then I think you can really build out, a fantastic team to compete in the sprint.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think, yeah, there are, I know we early on wrote about our favorite playoff schedules, and then we've talked about that in sprint strategy. Bucks are another playoff schedule I absolutely love. So I'm not sure if you want to go Bucky here. We got JT, Ladd McConkey, top of the board. What are you thinking? You could also go like an elite quarterback or a little earlier here, I think, because they obviously, have the power to do it 3 weeks in a row a little bit more. So Bucky does go to our AZ cards. What do you want to do, Steve?
I actually think
9 seconds.
Taylor or Ladd. Ladd is pretty good to me.
You want, yeah. Shit, I didn't. Okay, so you want to go Ladd?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, too late. We did. No, I like that. I mean, it's not like the Chargers have the most amazing playoff schedule, but I mean, he had like 2 out of 3 good playoff weeks. I mean, he has the potential to put up.
And I think they're inside every week, if I'm not mistaken.
At least 2 out of 3.
Or in good weather or inside. Like, it's,
yeah. All right, we're coming right back up at 27. So staying here, have no interest in Tyreek Hill. So there's McBride, Higgins. Okay, I was going to say Allen. He goes. What did you want to? Yeah, I was going to suggest that because obviously that opens up to a stack. Do Falcons Cincy play? No, that's
yeah. The Cincinnati plays the
Cardinals.
The Cardinals week 17. They played the Ravens week 15. I'm trying to remember week 16 right now.
Yeah. It's driving me crazy. I do miss not having. I will get Best Ball Overlay loaded up with whatever the new Underdog browser situation is and get that all working correctly. But it's driving me crazy. Who do the Bengals play week 16? Dolphins. Okay, I couldn't remember. They have a fun playoff schedule. Yeah. And the quarterbacks do go earlier here. I just want to keep an eye on Burrow. I think when you can stack
this is another format. To me, you shouldn't really be trying to do like the Burrow push.
No.
In fact, we could take him in the 4th ahead of the Chase drafter.
Well, it would be surprised if the Chase drafter would take him because they took Lamar. But yeah, I mean, honestly, that is you're only giving up 4 picks.
Well, it is fair with Lamar and Allen between us because no. I just had to our guy Dirty P said I'm only joining to snipe Meg on Scatavo. I joined Dirty P in a Husky earlier this morning.
Oh, you were in the same Husky with Dirty P?
Yeah, he mentioned on Chad Candle's stream he needed one more for Husky, so I jumped in. Not sure if he was appreciative that I did or not.
So our guy Mike says, Steve, you've gotten so much better at the promotions. All these solo reps are showing the man's fine-tuned skills. I love it. What do you think?
I appreciate that, Mike. Doing my best.
That's right. You're crushing it, Steve. You're crushing it. She ain't afraid of no ghost. My ghosts cards. So jokes about that in chat. So what are the new ones? Okay, so yeah, we covered obviously obviously the sprint strategy. Well, thank you, Eddie. Appreciate that. Here, Dirty P, not the hero we need, but the hero we deserve. I love it. You guys have the most similar board compared to me, compared to all the other basketball YouTubers. So that's interesting. Good to hear. I like that. We'll take that as a compliment. Okay, we're coming up at 46. So yeah, we don't, especially because there are some nice receivers here with fun playoff schedules. Okay, Pickens goes. JMO, obviously is another receiver with a good playoff schedule. I think McLaurin goes. So considering that, okay, Jameson goes. So what do you, I do, how I feel about Metcalf. I like Kenneth Walker.
Let's take Walker. I think, he makes sense. And I think we should.
Yeah, they play Carolina week 17 too, which is really nice.
Yeah. And don't they have another big game? Seem to recall.
I don't know. I'm really missing the best ball overlay playoff schedule. I've gotten used to it. I mean, you used to have to memorize it, and now honestly, best ball overlay, I don't really, do the flashcard memorization type situation here. So
they
obviously
play Colts week 15.
Okay. Who does?
Seattle does.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's nice too. Okay, I'm taking Burrow, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yep. Okay, so we start Burrow, Bijan, Kenneth Walker, Lad McConkey, T. Higgins. I really like that a lot. I feel like that's a really strong start here. So yes, thank you, Poker Guts. We take that as a compliment. A lot of same guys. Yeah, you got to lean it. As much as best ball is a strategy game, and you want to make structurally sound decisions, and it is a strategy game. We lean on our player takes a lot, and we're not going to be always right. We're going to be wrong some, but I definitely feel like after 3 years of playing a lot of best ball, Steve and I are definitely way more right than wrong. And hopefully we have another season of strong player takes and way more right than wrong, especially about Scatterboo, right, Steve?
100%.
You can never count on a no badge to pass on Burrow.
That was risky.
Yeah, that is true. I was hoping with the Lamar thing, it worked out. And then Paul had Josh Allen too. So no Burrow push, 4th round on stack. Come on down. It all worked out. Dirty P said, I liked our Husky teams, but I'd rather draft without you, buddy. And that's a compliment. That is a compliment. So very nice, Dirty P. One of the best compliments you can give a best ball drafter is, I don't want to be in the same room with you. No offense. I need to check something, Steve. Talk about whatever topic you'd like.
Well, since we are in the, marathon and sprint, both right now are sub 35% filled. It is interesting because last year the marathon it was twice the size and the same price point, and it got to 134,000. So it didn't totally fill, but it got 92%. And well more than 75,000 this year, but yeah, it's just, these have been slow to fill. So I'll be interested to see where we get to, if there is some overlay with these contests. I don't think it's a guarantee, but because just a bunch of people could max. But yeah, it will be interesting to see. I think these are the two contests that you get the most advantage for any overlay in it. Mm-hmm. With one like the marathon, you not only better chance to hit the cash, but even your best lineup, since you're competing against everyone else in the field, fewer people in the field, the better. And then with this, we want, like I said before, we want as many bullets as possible into the 9,300 person final pod.
Okay, so we're up in 3. Dunze was still there, but he went. Montgomery, Caleb Johnson, Diggs, who we're obviously very high on. Golden, I do need more of. Just queued up top of ADP of players that I know we both like. Mbuka's someone I need more of. And by the way, the Tampa playoff schedule is ridiculous. So I know, they could be fuller by that time, but still, don't mind getting a piece of the Tampa offense. So that's where I would lean. But what do you want to do? Because we do have 2 picks coming up, and we know that he does not fall.
Let's go Mbuka.
I need more Mbuka. I just need more Mbuka in every format. I know I need him in like all formats, but I need him in every format. So we'll be right back up. So hopefully one of these 4 fall. Where are you leaning? Or is there anywhere else you want to go? There's Addison too, because Hawkinson are other ones that I would consider in this range. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, I think I was going to mention Addison because obviously, yes, we need to make sure we're getting to the playoffs, but Addison's playoff schedule could be pretty good as well.
Yeah, Diggs goes, who we obviously both love. Diggs. We took him in the marathon. Did we take him in both the last 2? No, we definitely took him in the marathon.
I think we did, yeah.
So Montgomery, Caleb Johnson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson. I'm fine. Where do you want to go?
I think we go Montgomery. It's a little fall, and
yeah, it is a little fall.
And I mean, it's the second week 8, but I still think it's the better play here. It's a top. I don't think it's going to be top overall offense again, but I think it's top 10 offense. We know how they, and I think they still continue to run the ball a considerable amount. So yeah, and there's some nice value there.
Yeah. Let me catch up with chat. There's a fun form you have that gives all that lovely info. Is this what Mike Robb sent us something to help with, I think, ADP changes? And we are going to look into that this weekend, Mike. We appreciate you. We're going to do a sub-only show about that. I think about our different rankings, right, Steve?
Yeah.
Okay. And we appreciate you, Mike, and we are going to look into that for sure. And Eddie says, like taking down the streamers. Our guy, Pat, Fancy Dog Pound, BBO, again, use code Fanspeak, 25% off. New extension is live. Thank you, Josh. Josh is the man for sure, doing the coder behind Best Ball Overlay. Yeah, we will get that. I will get that set up for tomorrow. I'm not a good live setup, the tech girl. So I will get it all working with the new desktop on Underdog and the new extension for Best Ball Overlay. I will get that all working for tomorrow. Thank you. But everybody, I know Paul Legion 13 mentioned that earlier. That is available. But yeah, no, and Pat, this is how much we love it. We absolutely lean on it so much. So yeah, miss not having it today. And that's on me for not getting it set up with the new Underdog today. But I will get that set up for tomorrow. Last year's overlays all closed like it ended up where they got to like 9% overlay on sprint and marathon last year, right, Steve?
No, he's saying like they would fill like 9% a day is what he's saying. But yeah, I don't know what the sprint ended up being.
I thought it did like come pretty close. Like
the marathon was under, it was like 7 or 8%.
Yeah.
So it was, it didn't fill, but it came very close. Yeah. So
sprint
I
was
don't know.
harder because it was $50 price point last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's saying it was 9% a day. It'll definitely pick up. Yeah.
And Charles Arizona Cards is saying like, a lot of people do just throw stuff in at the end. So it can be tough to judge for sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a promo or two just because for sure as well. So no, I agree, but they are releasing a lot. So maybe people just decide to go elsewhere. I think it's to the better contest. So I want to be playing it regardless.
All right, we're on the clock. Downs is there, but I don't know if you want to dock him. I think like we need a receiver here. Do you want to go Pittman?
Yeah, let's go Pittman. That's fine.
I kind of like him as a 4th receiver, different bye week. Coming up in 2, you could double stack. I mean, Mooney needs to fall. Obviously, Keon Coleman is fine. I said I wanted to get more Tyler Warren. There is Mark Andrews. So where do you want to go here?
I think I'd go Mark Andrews.
I mean, Baker did go earlier. That would have been fun to stack that as well. We have Herbert later, since we already have. Mark Andrews went. What about
Warren?
Yeah, I know we're correlating Colts there, but whatever. It's a team correlation. I'm trying to remember Colts playoff schedule, but I think
they play Seattle week 15. So
okay, well, we got some correlation there, but I believe they have multiple games indoors too.
I think they, and I think week 16 they play San Francisco, if I'm not mistaken.
AZ cards. Charles says, I have all the Tampa Bay offense playoff weeks with Bucky. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I saw that you got Bucky. Definitely what they play week 17, they play Miami, right? Is it Miami Bucks week 17? I mean, that's a defense you want to attack for sure. So that is really nice, Charles. Mike Evans will get forced possibly during the playoff schedule to get incentives and to get his 1,000 yards. Yeah, we saw that last year for sure. UD changed their URL from WW to app Sneaky Sneaks. Yes, Sneaky Sneaks for sure, Pat. I will got to make sure that I get Best Ball Overlay all synced up tomorrow. I have Coach Speak Index. Great, Coach Speak Index on at 5:00 Eastern. Need more in a book of two. I'm with you, Meg. Hit her in the DM. Help a sister. I mean. She's Steve's sister. Pat already let me know he's on it. Mike won the free month and Eddie won a free month. So yeah, hopefully they got their free months set up of Best Ball Overlay. Okay, Thad's with you. Always Andrew over Warren. Andrew did get taken, so that's why we took Warren. Get the word out. We back up. Get the word back up. Is that from the show in Baltimore?
Yes. That's The Wire, yeah.
The Wire, yes.
Yeah, okay. And that's why it says Stringer Bell voice.
Oh, okay. Is that one of the characters? I never watched it.
Yes, that's Idris Elba's character.
It's the what?
Idris Elba's character, which you have no idea who Idris Elba is.
No, I have no freaking clue. I was like, what are you talking about? Love the setup. Like Mike says, love the setup. Like the stock market of best ball data. That is true, Mike. That is true. Put that on the marketing, Pat. That is very true, Mike Rob. Yes. Solid reference. Agreed. Okay.
Dirty P took your guy.
Did he really?
He did.
Son of a bitch, Dirty P. Is that what he did? The Meg? Yeah. What the hell, Dirty P? You are evil. You know I would have been looking for him here. Just kidding. Good pick, Dirty P.
Let's take our other guy.
Do we take who?
Drake May.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Okay, lockstep. I'm so glad. I was like, we need a second quarterback.
I mean, we didn't get Diggs in this one, but it's fine.
No, we can backstack him. So, okay, so like that, and that's a fall for him at 118. So Burrow May, absolutely love that. Bijan, Kenneth Walker, David Montgomery, Ladd, T. Higgins, Mbuka, Michael Pittman, Tyler Warren. Do you want to go receiver here? Is 123 enough for Mooney? Okay, Mooney goes. Mims is someone I'm way more interested in now. I'd be fine with him as for wide receiver 5, though I do love Dallas's schedule with Ferg as well. So I'll let you choose.
No, we take Mims. Ferg would be a 10 pick reach. I don't think we need reach. If he falls back, that's one thing.
Oh, so Dirty P snipes us on Scataboo. And then Paul goes butterfly effect. I was all over May there. That's rough. Oh, wait.
Blame Dirty P.
Yeah, blame. He is. He basically is. No, all fun here. So yeah, no, I in all four, I went May in all formats. I have him in a bunch in classic. He's my highest owned quarterback by a wide margin. I'm trying to get him more in marathon. I asked if we could take him in our last draft. Want him plenty in here too. So yeah, but good pick, Dirty P. Good pick. Eddie doesn't like it. Mims sucks. Don't take him. Listen, he's a spike week guy. So, as wide receiver, fine. I'm totally fine with them. And he ran fully with the ones.
Yeah.
Oh no. Did you want Mims? Did you have Bo Nix? Let's see.
I was gonna say I could have sworn he
had Bo Nix Ingram. Okay. He had Bo Nix Ingram. Okay. Sorry, Eddie, on the snipe. But hey, you got Bo Nix Ingram. And did you have Sutton earlier? No, but you got your stack there. No, we unintentional snipe. Unintentional, of course. So thrown off that I forgot I picked a second QB, 2 picks before my third QB. Hey, it happens to all of us, Paul. We appreciate Paul has been in 3 for 3. We are drafting, if you're just joining us, all 4 of the Underdog flagship contest. We did Eliminator first, Marathon second, Sprint now currently. Paul's been in with all of us. We appreciate all you joining us here in the show, hitting the like button, and of course, join us in the drafts. There's a bunch of us in this draft, which is a lot of fun. By the way, there is a ton of people apparently watching on Twitter. If you're watching on Twitter, come over to YouTube. We appreciate you. As you can see, all these people making comments. It's a fun time over here. Come over, hit that like button, and watch on YouTube. We appreciate it sincerely, and we appreciate you hitting that like button. We have 43 likes. If we get to 50, I'll show another embarrassing picture from Steve and I's childhood. That seems like a fun bribe. I don't know. And we are doing a BBM after this. So again, we are doing all 4 flagship. This is the sprint. We will do a BBM to go around the horn and do all 4. So Charles says, in this format, I am taking a chance on you. Hope he can be 75% himself in the playoffs. I think that's fine. It's just, I think the receiver room has to be strong enough to get you there with him. I am just really out on IU, just thinking like you see these multi-ligament injuries, and very rarely does the guy come back anywhere near what they were. So, but I get their first year back. Yes. Just kidding. I love Mims. Okay. So we're about to be back up here. 142, Steve, 2351. I wanted to see, where does Douglas go here? Since that could be a consideration. I don't see any. Oh, Braylon Allen. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to take Braylon Allen.
See how bossy you're going to be, but yeah.
Well, what did you want Braylon Allen?
No, I wanted Taj Spears.
No, you didn't. I'm trying to get Braylon Allen as much as possible. And he's like, he's one of those where you can't keep up with his ADP. Like his ADP is mirage. Like don't think, oh, he's one, whatever it says. Actually, this is one of the latest I've seen him go. So we're super lucky.
Well, this is because I don't think his ADP's risen as much in this format.
Right. And that makes a ton of sense. Yeah. So at 147, you find just getting the May stack here with our 6th receiver.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
And I think the way that we've built, we kind of caught up a receiver. We could do the old even 3-5-7-3 here.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Because we're 2-4-6-1. We caught up we've been strong at running back, kind of caught up at receiver, anchored with Tyler Warren, really 2 good quarterbacks, but, want to have 3 options throughout the playoffs. And to obviously help with potential advance rate to get us there. Hopefully in this draft, there's a lot of us, but hopefully 2 of all of our friends and family here are moving on to the sprint playoffs in this, which then becomes a 3-week sprint, of course. All right. Yes, we have Chris Manzone in here. May playoff schedule is kind of brutal, but I still can't stop clicking on Buffalo, Baltimore Jets. I agree with that. And so sprint of all the formats is the one that he probably is the least interested to me. However, I just feel like, as we've seen with Josh Allen and that those, those quarterback archetypes that, with just his, fantasy points on the ground that he could, it might not be so matchup dependent there. Is that how you feel? Because I agree with Chris that the playoff schedule isn't great.
Yeah. I mean, what I will say is 2 of those teams are definitively, probably maybe the 2 best offenses in the league, Bills and Baltimore. And sometimes like you just need to catch up, and maybe he's playing against soft defenses and just, in blowout, or not true blowout games, but they're behind by a couple scores, and he can really just like spike a big score because of that. So, we saw that honestly, and they came back to win. But Washington against the Eagles got up to a massive lead in week 16.
Yeah. And a very tough defense, obviously.
Yeah. Hurts got hurt, and then Washington just battled back, and Jane Daniels just had this massive 4th quarter, and he went from, if you looked at halftime and you were counting on Jaden Daniels, you'd be like, done. He ended up like quarterback 3 on the week.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Yeah. Some of those game scripts are the game scripts you want. So I agree with that. That makes
like you said, Eagles defense is as good as it gets, especially at that point. They're playing at such a high level.
Oh, absolutely.
Now I think it changed because Hurts, Kenny Pickett came in. It was not pretty. He had a turnover. There were some things that helped out, but it just, you never know.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Charles says 3 for 3. Paul gets an auto team review. Yeah, we did on his marathon team. We're going to have to do it on this team too, because absolutely 3 for 3 for Paul. Siblings hit. How did I not tweet this? Siblings hitting for the cycle tonight in the UD lobby. Well played. Good to see you. I'm your Huckleberry. Couldn't have said it better. We have 2 picks here at 166 and 171. We could go Hunter Henry with the double stack. Let's see, what else do we got here? What else are you liking, Steve?
Well, we might need to grab a quarterback at 171.
This is true. I mean, Darnold, Rodgers are the two,
Yeah.
That I feel like have the best chance of starting in week 17. You're fine with Henry though, right?
Yeah.
Steve?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Hello?
You're not okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Yes, I can hear you. Okay, so we got Henry. I mean, I draft an obsessive amount of Rodgers because I just feel like, again, if he stays healthy, I think we drafted him in our first 2. Why not make it 3 in a row? If he stays healthy, he's going to massively outperform his ADP. People are just turned off by the Arthur Smith offense and him being old.
I mean, I would take Darnold over Rodgers, but
okay.
I think their playoff schedule is better. I don't think he's getting benched. I think that's total no chance.
Okay. All right. So we got Darnold. So is Horton still there? Just looking. Nope, he's gone. We could do.
I did not expect that.
That's why, obviously, the Freiermuth is just like a slam dunk stack with Rodgers, obviously. But Arroyo should be there. So we're basically just tacking on one more running back, one more receiver, one more tight end here to round out this sprint draft. So yeah,
we already have Kenneth Walker with him as well.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah, no, the good point. That was another good tiebreaker. Is you like the Seahawks schedule? Yeah, they play Carolina week 17. That's really nice. You like the playoff schedule? You already have Walker. That's a good tiebreaker for sure. But yeah, I'm your Huckleberry. I mean, clap it up. Hitting for the cycle. That is what we're doing in the lobby. Hitting for the cycle in the UD lobby tonight. Absolutely. Henry or no Henry, we had to go Henry, get the May double stack. Sidekick projects May 35, 32, 945. That's hysterical. Steve and I are very bullish. I know. Obviously, Pat Crane very bullish on May. Steve and I are very bullish on May. Have May ranked way above in all formats and high exposure to May. Where are you at on May exposure in even just classic, Steve?
Classic. He's my highest quarterback at I think 23%.
I'm over 30. I hope he stays
that's
healthy.
A little much.
Chris. Now is this one Manzone or Mazone?
Mazone.
Okay, I just want to make sure, I do a lot of mispronunciations, want to nail it. Multi-table and accidentally auto to quarterbacks I'd queued, giving me 4. This will be an interesting build. We believe in you. You can land this plane. Let's see. What do you got here? Okay, so you went, they were all mid to late at least. So Love, Penix, Tua, Richardson. With Tua Richardson, I don't know that you're getting 17 games out of them. So, hey, I think you're going to land this plane. You might need 4. Exactly. So I believe in you. I think it's going to be just fine.
Yeah. We saw a 4 quarterback team win the puppy. Was it the puppy 2 or the fast puppy? One of them.
Fast puppy. Yeah. Fast puppy. I'm pretty sure. All right. So just 3 picks left, Steve. Here 190. We could just take Arroyo there. I assume JCM's long gone. Yeah, where did he go in the sprint? Okay, we're on the clock. Do you want to just take Arroyo here? I mean, I do like Gesicki if you don't want to force the stack. I mean, Gesicki to 190 feels criminal. We have Burrow.
Stack. So yeah, let's do it. Yeah, we don't need a Seattle stack.
Yeah.
Gesicki is much higher upside. Yeah.
Way higher upside. Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye, Arroyo. Okay, we're done at tight end, done at quarterback. Need 1 receiver, 1 tight end.
Let's get a running back.
What are your thoughts on Jalen Wright?
He's fine.
Oh, we could really hammer the Bengals. I don't complain about that. What's our bye week situation? 5, 8, 8, 9. Ooh, shit! I forgot we had 2 week 8s. Damn, Paul, good pick.
Both the picks, Shipley and I mean,
Do we
Miles
just go
Sanders
Monangai?
or Justice Hill.
Oh, what about Monangai?
I think Hill makes more sense.
What, like a glue piece?
Yeah.
It's boring. All right.
Okay.
Where did JCM? Let's do a little research. Where did
Dirty peek at him.
JCM go?
Dirty peek at him in the
He's
14th.
getting all my favorite. He got Scatterboo. He got. Well, he's got. Those are my two fun rookie running backs. So I like it. Okay. All right. One more pick. We will take a receiver last. Steve, if people care about you, I see you ranked have Darren Waller in your top 250 and want you to know you can fight the Demers. He's a rapper, not a football player. I'm assuming you have him near 250. That's where around where I think I have him at like 240 or something like that.
Yeah. I can't remember exactly where he is, but it's, yeah, I'm not expecting big things for him, but technically right now he's listed as tight end, expected to be tight end 1 for Miami. I think something changes there. I have 0 Darren Waller, so that's my level of interest.
I was gonna say I think I've taken Darren Waller one time in a cheap contest, so I'm right there with you. But Mike Robb, our chat lord, always bringing the comedy. We love it. We appreciate you. Charles says not optimal, but I'm thinking about a 1 tight end in this. So I'm assuming he has like Bowers or McBride. He's got McBride. Yeah. I'd have to see your exact build, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world to like, is there any fun? I mean, Jatavian Sanders.
There are a few left, but I've seen tight end get pretty picked over. Jatavian
Sanders or Pat Freiermuth to me is, and not the same bye week as McBride. I would probably go that way. That's what I would do. But I'm shocked that Jatavian Sanders is still there. And you and I've talked about it numerous times. It's criminal that Freiermuth is sometimes undrafted and always there, which we were able to take advantage of that in the last draft. So why is Pierce still here? Did something happen?
No, I think it's because Adonai Mitchell played well in the preseason game, but also Pierce didn't play because he's ahead on the depth chart.
All right, I won't force you to take Roman Wilson again. What do you want to do?
Can you scroll down?
I'll read Bryant, Besh, Wilson, Yoshavas, Franklin, Tesla, Royals, Deontay Johnson, Naylor, Roman Wilson, Moore, Tucker, Lockett. Oh God.
Trey Tucker, Lockett.
Trey Tucker. I didn't think he was doing much with that other rookie.
He's starting above him.
Above the rookie?
They both started. They were both out with the starters, but Lockett left.
What about Malik Washington with some don't we have Tampa in this one? I don't know.
Yeah.
He could get the slot role.
He could. It's just,
are you trying to time out so we take Lockett?
Well, no, I just think the other two are far better picks.
Okay, we're going to take Lockett.
My concern with Malik Washington played and had a lot of catches, but also Hill and Waddle were out.
They're probably
I think Malik Washington played because they were out. He's a similar body type. I just don't think he's going to have the full number 3 role on that team. Because sometimes you're going to want a receiver who's taller than 6 foot out there.
True. Okay. And we ended 3-5-7-3. Burrow, Drake May, Sam Darnold, Bijan Robinson, Kenneth Walker, David Montgomery, Braylon Allen. I feel really good about those first 4. And then we tacked on Justice Hill, Lad McConkey, T. Higgins, Mbuka, who I need more of, Pittman, Mims, Demario Douglas, Lockett, Tyler Warren, Henry, Gesicki. So we've got Burrow double stacked, May double stacked, Darnold with Kenneth Walker, kind of attacking obviously a lot of teams we like in playoffs, obviously given the format of the sprint. And May, we talked about, no, we don't love the Patriots playoff schedule, but we're hoping like the game script and his rushing ability will allow him to still put up some nice fantasy days. Any final thoughts on our team, Steve? I do like it a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I think generally we did what we wanted to accomplish, be balanced enough to advance, because again, that's what matters most. We want as many teams there as possible. And, I think we're you have a good bat, like Burrow, obviously, but I like the top of our receiver room. Some mid guys like maybe a little bit more risky, but I think we're totally fine. And tight end I think turned out really well getting the fall in Gesicki.
And we talked our guy Charles AZ cards into Friarmouth. I think you're going to be very happy with that. Thad says it's Nick Westbrook Kine season. Love it.
Yeah.
Our guy Legion 13 has drafted 3 in a row with us, so we got to check out his team. And again, if you're just coming in or if you're watching on Twitter, because it seems like a lot of people are watching on Twitter, I feel like that's the filter. Come on over to YouTube, hit that like button, join in the chat. We appreciate you. Any little bit helps. Coming over to YouTube, hitting that like button. And we appreciate you joining the chat with us here. We are doing one more. We have done, as mentioned earlier, we are hitting for the cycle here on Underdog's flagship contest. We drafted Eliminator, we drafted Marathon, we drafted Sprint. This is the Sprint that we just wrapped up, and we are going to draft a BBM in 1 minute. But Paul has drafted 3 in a row with us. Let's check out his team. 3, 6, 7, 2. Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Caleb Williams. That is a absolutely fun quarterback room. He could, very good advance rate potential there, and then just gives you so many outs in the playoffs. Jonathan Taylor, Aaron Jones, Brian Robinson, J.K. Dobbins, Will Shipley, Taj Brooks. You're the one that took Taj Brooks from. That's right. And then he got CeeDee Lamb, DJ Moore, Devonta Smith, Matthew Golden, Josh Palmer, Cedric Tillman, Pat Bryant, Jonnu Smith, and Brenton Strange. I like this team a lot. Honestly, you have a lot of weight in the quarterback and running back positions and still a very strong receiver room, in my opinion. And then, tight end. Yeah, it's just 2 there, but I think you can make it work with those 2. So I like his team a lot. What are your thoughts, Steve?
Yeah, no. What was the tight ends again? It was
Jonnu and Brenton Strange.
Strange. Yeah. That's right. I knew I liked it. I just couldn't remember what the second one was. No, I think while you waited, I think both are being underdrafted or undervalued, particularly in this format. You got a Fallen Strange, which is crazy to me. So no, I think it's a good build, and yeah, I know it's a friends and family draft, so only 2 of us can get through, but hopefully it's 2 of us.
Yeah.
And it should be a good, fun sweat.
We got our guy Charles asked for a team review. I said we weren't going to do team reviews because we have to get to a 4th draft, but we like you, Charles. Of course, we'll give you a team review. 3, 6, 7, 2. You ask, we deliver. Mahomes, Kyler Murray, JJ McCarthy, Bucky Irving. Gotta love that Tampa playoff schedule. Zach Charbonnet, Ramondre Stevenson, Najee Harris, Rico Dowell, and Keaton Mitchell. Justin Jefferson, Jameson Williams, Rashee Rice, Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, Dante Thornton, Josh Reynolds, and then Trey McBride, Pat Freiermuth. You are welcome. I think that was a good pick with Pat Freiermuth there. Yeah, I mean, my only note would be, obviously there's some injury suspension receivers, so you're definitely going to need to hit, outside Jefferson, JMO, Deebo, hopefully Thornton and Reynolds can provide some usable weeks for you, but I definitely think they can. Looks like Reynolds could be, wide receiver 2. Thornton has some upside potentially. That was the rookie I was referencing, that he could still get some work, right?
Thornton, yeah.
So what are your thoughts on this team?
No, I think it's good. I probably, just because, could you look at the running backs real quick?
Yeah, Bucky's Sharp, Stevenson, Najee, Goodell, and
it's tough. Like, I don't know what was better, going 6 RB or 8 receivers, but I think you can make a viable case for either way. But yeah, look, this team, the core of it is going to be Bucky, Jefferson, JMO, McBride. If you can get those guys through, and yeah, I do think hope, and I did see somebody talk about this on Twitter. Is actually, with Rice suspension now being pushed off, maybe he covers the Brandon Ayuk weeks, and then when Brandon Ayuk comes back, Rice is suspended.
Right. No, that could balance each other out. That's a great point. But no, it's a definitely fun team, and I like that Pat Freiermuth pick as well. Our guy, Paul says, thanks. I never take a third QB with Allen. The Drake May pick through. I'm sorry the Drake May snipe threw you off. We are just a big have big Drake May bags over here. And we're happy with the back stack we got with them. But sorry about that. But we really do like your team, like Charles' team. And it had a fun draft with everybody in here. Now it is time for a BBM. Again, before I jump in there, be sure to hit that like button. Let's see, we are at 45 likes. So considering we've gone, going on 4 drafts and pushing 3 hours, it would be nice to give a little love. So if you're watching on Twitter, come over, hit that like button. We certainly appreciate it. And stay and watch a BBM with us, draft a BBM with us, chat with us. We are heading to hit the cycle for the 4th flagship tournament and the BBM. So if you would like to join us in the BBM, let's see, how full is the BBM these days? 68%. So I'm going to hop in the BBM now. If you would like to join us, let's see if we get Paul in for a 4th, if we get any friends and family here. Okay, it's snap filled. So we will be starting in a minute. So I'm not sure if I just assumed there would be a little bit of wait, but there was not. So I apologize for that. I just assumed. Let's see. No, we did not get anybody. I apologize for not doing a countdown. I just assumed there would be like a little bit of a wait. So Paul, Steve, you're shaking your head at me.
I know. I mean, Paul couldn't go for the cycle with us.
He couldn't do the cycle with us. I blew it, Paul. I blame, almost 3 hours in the 4th draft. But I hand up, that's on me. So Eddie says Meg does dirty. Hand up, that my bad. That was on me. I apologize.
If we get a room with only one other badge,
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I didn't do a count. Oh my gosh. 1 red black badge and 1 black badge. Yeah. Though, as we say about our parents who use our rankings and listen to their kids, you can be badgeless and dangerous sometimes. So, fun. Paul said unsub. Paul, don't leave us, please. Jeff says, we'll never forgive you for the lack of the countdown. You must draft Miles Sanders as your punishment. Jeff, you're right. That was on me. Am I on the clock?
No, we're not.
We're the 7th pick. Jeff, good to see you in here. That was totally on me. I should draft Miles Sanders as a punishment. And Paul, please don't unsub. We appreciate your loyalty. And I cannot believe I missed the opportunity to draft the full 4-for-4 cycle with you. So again, I apologize for the lack of countdown. I appreciate all of you watching with us, hitting that like button, chatting with us. And there's been so many drafting with us too. So we appreciate all of you. Eddie says it's cool heading over for more limb time. Still, I guess it's still open. It's got to be some of the last rooms there, Eddie. So good luck. All right. So we are about to be on the clock at 7. I won't force you to go McCaffrey. We could do whatever you want.
Neighbors got pulled up to the 1 spot.
Whoa. Wow.
Yeah. So I say we go Gibbs.
Just take like the falling value on this one. Yeah. Gibbs at 7 is nice for sure. I have a ton of McCaffrey in Marathon, but I don't have as much in the Classic. That I'm over the field, but not as much as, it's been my biggest stand. So bummed out about that, but I get you got to take the falling value on Gibbs. That makes sense. So good luck in the limb, Eddie. She can get Scataboo in peace now. That's true. Good to see you, Paulina. We appreciate it. Paul says, so a limb 150 it is. Maybe you and Eddie will be in the same room. Hopefully you are 2 of the 6 that move on. GAV says Meg was running from us, wanted to get in with those newbies, non-badgers. Somehow we did. I swear it was not intentional. And Eddie's like, WTF, wish I was in there. Yeah, this is wild. Only 2 other badges. Pretty wild stuff for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, we appreciate you guys in here with us, chatting with us, keeping us company as we draft our 4th and final Underdog flagship contest of the night. We definitely appreciate that. Steve, any other thoughts as we're coming around here?
Like you said, appreciate everyone's support. This is definitely a unique room. Derrick Henry brought up early. I mean, you see that every now and then, but
yeah,
Neighbors brought up, Henry brought up, definitely more unique.
Yeah, neighbors at the 1 is wild. So we'll try to take advantage of any potential falling value here. I mean, obviously, if somehow Amon-Ra fell, which wow, I mean, I love Jonathan Taylor, but we missed it by 1. Okay, I was gonna say, I mean, I don't know, with AJ Brown's injury, I just kind of want to go back to Ladd. Yeah. I know that's not necessarily creating the unique combo, but that's kind of where I just land. So, all right. Yeah. If y'all win 2 milli with Scataboo hitting the lineup, you got to create Scataboo's drink and sell it. I like Scataboo's. I like it. When was the last time a 101 finished top 3 in fantasy? Serious question. It seems like the 101 has been recently failing us. Can't disagree. When was the last time the 101, the 1.1 has hit? Because not last year.
No, it's only been a few years.
The year before was JT, right? Or was the year before Jeff? Wait, no, last year. Help me out here.
Last year was, of course, it was Lamb or McCaffrey. They basically split the 101. McCaffrey with the edge. But the year before that was a lot of Jefferson.
It was Jefferson, and he got hurt for a good chunk.
Yeah.
And then the year before that was JT, and that was not the year
he got hurt. Yeah,
he got hurt. And then who was the year before that? So that would have been what?
21? Might have been McCaffrey again.
But, okay, and I think he was hurt.
He got hurt. Yeah.
So the answer is it's been a long time. So, which is hysterical because every draft season it is like, oh, I got the 101. You know, the 101.
I think the other interesting thing is because a lot of people point out about Barkley, like, oh, you know, when's the top running back finished back-to-back years, and it has been a while, but it's honestly been the same with the receiver. But we're treating Chase differently, and I get there are some other differences involved, but the number 1 receiver has rotated the last 5 years.
Yeah. I queued Worthy, but he goes much later. I just had him high in ranking. So, based on ADP, Lamar, Hampton, who else based on ADP do we like? Third round's kind of gross, so that's why I'd be willing to take Lamar, unless you just wanted to pull somebody up. But we'll be back up at 42. So a guy like Worthy probably won't fall there, but he could. So where do you want to do here? Up in 1.
I think if Hampton's there, I'd do that. I think point up Evans or Kittle.
Yeah. Okay. So Paul says he thinks it was 29. Okay, we'll get to that in a minute. So, Hampton goes. So what do you want to do? Evans?
Let's do Evans. Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine. I mean, third round is rough. So it's just, pull up and get, try to kind of get 2 fourth rounders if you want. We could have gone Worthy because I need more Worthy, honestly. But
I mean, there's a chance he comes back to us.
There is a chance he comes back to us. Yeah. There are a lot of receivers in the 4th round that I like too. Some we've just obviously talked about in other drafts that I have high as well. And then, if Terry falls, if Devontae.
What pick number are we?
We are pick number 42.
Yeah.
So 42 and 55 are the next 2.
Okay.
So Paul says 2019 CMC was the last time a first round hit. I buy that because it has been year after year. But Jeff says, if you think the 3rd round is rough, you should see My Last Marriage. Oh my God. 2018 Gurley guessing. Definitely would have to look that up, but those sound right to me. Was the 2018 season? Yeah, the year the Rams went to the Super Bowl for the 2019. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So those were some fun years of DFS. I mean, I still play DFS. We will be covering DFS here. I cover DFS on CBS Fantasy Football Today DFS every Thursday morning with Sia Najad. Mike McClure will be every Thursday at 11 a.m. Steve and I will be doing DFS coverage here as well on the Fanspeak Network. But Steve and I have been playing DFS for what, 2000, since 13, 14?
Since 2012.
Oh, we started in 12?
Yeah.
Okay. Didn't we start on like Draft Street or something?
Yeah. Yep.
And then we got into like DraftKings and FanDuel. But yeah, we've been playing since 2012. And God, remember those years with like those running backs like Gurley and then like Le'Veon Bell, David Johnson.
Yep.
It was just like I think it was Al Smizzle and some of those content, creators just team jam them in. Holy crap. I was gonna say, if Kittle falls to us, we got to take him. I like all these receivers up top here.
Yeah. I mean, I think I think we should go James Cook is what I think we should do.
Oh, God. I'd love these receivers though.
Like we'll get one coming back. Just take James Cook.
I did it. I listened this time.
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that we will. We're 12 picks away. You lied to me. Nobody's coming back to 55. That was a lie.
Oh boy, guys. Yeah.
I'm cranky now.
Oh boy. Yikes.
I'm going to show an embarrassing picture of you now. Just kidding. We didn't get enough likes for me to share any embarrassing pictures. So if we got more likes, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we get a couple more likes because Meg really wants to show embarrassing pictures of me.
It's really actually
more of her.
The one of me is embarrassing. Remember the Jamal Charles game where he scored 59 points versus the Raiders?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I don't remember that. What year was that, Steve?
14 maybe? No, wait. Was it before then? I'd have to look it up, but
yeah, where TreVeyon Henderson, Jeff said TreVeyon Henderson. Yeah, he goes
2013. Okay.
30. He goes 30. He went 38. And he's been going like, like fourth round now, basically. Steve, can you stop moving the table? It's annoying me. I'm so cranky after 4 drafts.
All right. So, wow. Burrow and Hurts. Burrow goes before Hurts. And
well, he went to the Higgins drafter.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. You better hope DK Metcalf comes back. I'll be so... Or no, I'd be happy. Or Travis Hunter. I have it, but it's by my rankings. So, by ADP, do you want Travis Hunter or Rome?
Hunter.
Okay. I like that. I was just checking our bye weeks. All right. Okay. 0-2-3. All right. We'll be back up 66 and 79. I don't know if we feel like we're taking advantage of this room enough yet, Steve. Do you like it?
I mean, we got Gibbs and James Cook, Vlad McConkey, Mike Evans, and Travis Hunter. That feels pretty good.
I guess. Okay, 2013 was the Jamal Charles. Yeah, we were definitely playing DFS then. Yeah. And yeah, Hendo is firmly in the fourth round now. That's why I just can't even keep up with him. I do want more of him, but wow, does he just go now? Never mind. 18 Le'Veon was the 101. My first time getting the 101 in a home league, and it took Le'Veon expecting only a 4-game holdout. Oh my gosh, I forgot about his holdout. That was 18 that he held out?
Yeah, it must have been. That's wild.
Yeah. Cranky drafters. That's me. Seems like everyone you want gets taken the pick before you're drafting. Bad luck. Is it? It always on stream it too. It's like you put it out in the universe and then your pick goes one pick before. Steve, have we gone 0-for-3? Again, if you're just joining us, we have done, this is our fourth of the, okay. So by ADP, do you want to go Diggs?
Yeah, let's go Diggs.
You and I both like Diggs. Did Pearsall go already? Yeah, he went. Yeah, he's been going up, which I have him ranked higher too. So, I mean, we have a lot of good stack options, I'm going to start looking at those. So Baker, May, Herbert, Lawrence, right?
Yep.
So 0, 2, 4, up in 10. So yeah, we have been hit for the cycle, as someone cleverly mentioned, that we drafted all 4 of the Underdog flagship contest here. Tonight started with Eliminator, then Marathon, then Sprint. Now we are in a BBM, a badgeless BBM, because I did not do a countdown, and I apologize to everybody for that. But we are in a badgeless, and yeah, I just want to be able to take advantage of this. Steve and I have had a very good advance rate on stream drafts together, and so I'm hoping that sticks this year too. And, I'm doing much less BBM this year. So hopefully we get a good one here, Steve. We got to land this plane. I think it's a good start.
I like our start. I think we have 2 anchor running backs. I think we have 4 really good receivers. So I think we're not up to a good start.
Oh, I think Steve froze again. Hopefully.
Can you hear me?
So much damn cussing on this. Yeah, I can hear you now. There's so much damn cussing on this effing show. I'm going to need to make more burners because this content is that everyone needs to see for 9 hours. I agree. Give me 9 hours. This is only, this will be over 3 hours tonight. That's just 1/3 of what we would give you on Labor Day. Yeah. Sure, some of our other guys would mix in, but you would get a lot of Steve and I, plenty of cussing, plenty of sniping. I'm sure we'd get some best ball Jeopardy. We do lots of other fun stuff to prepare for the season. Because again, we're not shutting off the stream at when the season starts. It actually ramps up. We're going to have NFL betting, battle royales, DFS content, pick'ems. It's going to get really fun. So we hope you will stick with us. Okay. So we got Addison goes, Caleb Johnson is falling. Or do we want to just take Mayfield? You also have Downs, Pittman.
Caleb. I think.
Oh,
Caleb Johnson.
Okay, you get our 3rd running back.
Yeah.
Are you worried about Rodgers yelling at him?
No.
There is a chance Baker falls to 90, though.
Yeah, that's his ADP, and I know the turn took Mbuka, but
I was just looking for Mbuka, and they do not have a quarterback, so. Wouldn't be surprised if they did, but that's okay. We have lots of options. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was me freezing. Yeah.
That's what's been on my end. So that's what I figured. But yeah.
Awesome. That'll help my mood.
It does, guys.
I agree with you, Eddie. I agree. First of all, can you hear me now? I'm like those damn Verizon commercials. Okay. Well, just let me know, I love the Baker fall, don't understand it. I don't understand it as well. And I want to take advantage of it. So Mahomes goes, so hopefully Baker falls. I got it. Giddy lost his taco, but still, yeah. Stop blaming your brother for your freezing.
It's been my entire life.
Yes, we can hear you now. Oh my God, Steve, don't make me look at this picture of me helping my baby brother.
He's pushing me down into the hole. You see, there's a bridge there, and she's just pushing me into the hole.
No, I'm helping you. Wait, why won't it? Okay, there we go. I'm helping you to get over the haystacks at a.
Are you?
Yeah. No, I was such a good. I am a good sister. All right.
Mayfield's there.
Yes. Now I'm in a better mood. Okay, 1, 3, 4.
We better get Scatterby in this draft.
Yeah, I just need it.
Okay, but not at 103.
Steve, he goes like he will not be there. He will not be there at 114. He won't. I guarantee it.
ADP.
He doesn't. It's like the universe knows that I'm in here. That he never falls to me ever.
Chat vote. Will Scatterby be there at 113 or 114?
But you're right. I shouldn't blame Steve for my computer being ass, and I need a new computer because my Ethernet cable is not working. So I'm relying on Wi-Fi, which is absolutely terrible. So you're right. but yeah, I need to show another good brother sister picture in a minute. I was in on Caleb, but I'm off him now. Not great when your list is co-starter after you get drafted, then move third on the depth chart, plus multiple beats saying negatives. I heard so many good, reports, and then lately there's been the more negative stuff. And then obviously the Aaron Rodgers chewed him out yesterday. So, yeah.
I mean, I pushed him down, but I just think the other two backs are so similar in what they do, and very few of those backs become full-time guys. Like, we've been trying to make Jalen Warren a full-time back for years now.
Yep.
And just it hasn't happened.
He has 4 touchdowns in 2 years.
5 career touchdowns in 3 years.
In 3 years?
Yeah.
Oof. Wow, you're so surprised me in that color. We are old. That is true, but we do have color. But boy, photos from the 80s are hysterical. I mean, just you can't see it with the ring light, but yeah, photos from the 80s are very funny. Wait, I tried to get part of getting the best possible team is the right players at the best possible price. Yeah, absolutely agree with that. Though I do want to take Scattaboo here.
No. I'd much rather take May here and double tap quarterback.
Let me he's next on ADP, but yes, you want to take May here?
Yeah. Even though it's a reach in of itself, May's not been falling a lot.
Yeah, May. No, he does. He usually goes between 100 and 108 usually. That's why when we got him at 118 in the sprint, that was amazing. 2, 3, 4 to start, 8 picks away. I'm just going to stay here for the Scattaboo sweat. If we want a 5th receiver, if we get sniped, Bateman.
Bateman or Shaheed.
Ooh, that offense, those quarterbacks are terrible.
They are, but I mean, look, the Giants were terrible last year, and Neighbors was great, and even
but Shaheed isn't Neighbors.
I understand, but you could point that to any bad quarterback situation last year. Look at how many good years Terry McLaurin had, or in Washington, or Slayton's had good years with the Giants with shitty quarterback play. The Colts quarterback play was awful last year, and Downs, Pittman, and Pierce all hit.
Pittman didn't hit because of his back injury, really, right?
He still had 800 yards. He still had a couple of 20-point weeks. He missed a little time and whatever, but same with Downs. Downs missed some time as well. But yeah.
All right, we have
more picks.
2 pick sweat here. Thank God Shaheed was taken.
Shaheed went. Oh no!
We got a 1 pick sweat. Mueller's is going to take Scattaboo. I just know it. I'm going to rage quit.
Oh, she actually might, guys.
Just kidding. All's right in the world. All right, 244. I'm liking this now. Now we are cooking with gas here. This is awesome. Eddie, also an 80s baby. Love it. Love to see it. Paul says, no, Scattaboo has the widest range since April. Sometimes he goes 20 picks early. Sometimes he falls endlessly. Yeah, I would agree with that. Sometimes he goes early, sometimes right around ADP. Sometimes
usually if it's early, it's because Meg's in the draft.
Well, that definitely helps the going early. Did I miss the Judkins talk? I feel like I am still not doing prior to 120. Neither are we. We did have a couple Judkins, but you can sum it up.
Yeah, at the 5-minute mark, I kind of went in both the Judkins and Rice.
Thank you, Jeff T. Go ahead.
And my take is there's a chance that he doesn't end up suspended, but just because they didn't file charges or the case got dismissed, we see this time and time again, particularly in domestic violence situations where there's still some sort of suspension. Von Miller and Zay Jones are 2 recent examples over the last 3 years, and they got 4 and 5 games respectively without either one having actual criminal charges like go to court or need to be adjudicated. So and then the other risk is there's a chance if the NFL is investigating, they could put him on the commissioner's exempt list, which means he won't play the first couple of weeks. And then if he's suspended, then they'll count those games and he'll have to pay the fine. But so I just think there's a real possibility he doesn't start playing at the start of the season. Not guaranteed, but it's something to keep watching. And yeah, right now I'm not really taking him higher than that.
All right. Coming back up here, 2 picks away. Do we triple tap quarterback with one of these two? Or do we get a fifth receiver with Keenan Allen?
I think we get a fifth receiver.
I agree. Lawrence could fall back to us too.
Yeah.
So I think that's smart. Let's get fifth receiver. Feels really good to start 2-4-5. Then we can do our favorite type of build, 3-5-7-3. As much as I do love like Tyler Warren, Colston Loveland, those type of tight ends, Jake Ferguson, all these like middle range tight ends, and even double tapping there. I am just fine. My Bulldog team had 3 late round tight ends in a different format, but I'm totally fine doing a later tight end build. There's value all over the board at tight end. So 2-4-5-0. I think it's a really strong, and I do think there is a chance that Lawrence goes. So maybe not. I was going to say, I think there's a strong chance one of Lawrence or Herbert falls back to us, but maybe not.
I mean, if not, I still think Allen's the play there. We need to catch up a little bit at receiver. Well,
and also this could help us push Herbert back to us because now we've double stacked him. Yeah. So no, okay, that's Stroud. Okay. Oh, come on. If we get a Herbert double stack here with Scatterboo, with May, I mean, I won't label it love it because anytime I do that, it's like just terrible. But if we got Herbert to fall for the double stack at 138, I would be ecstatic. I would be.
Yeah, no, that'd be fun, but still a few picks to go.
Yeah, 4 picks to go.
So this Minty Genty, how many quarterbacks does he have? 1. So he would probably be the biggest,
Yeah, he does have Jaden, but yeah, he only has 1 quarterback. Maybe he goes, JJ McCarthy. I was going to say he had Hawkinson. Yeah, he probably goes Herbert here with the fall.
Herbert has the same buy as Jaden, so maybe that will.
Oh, that's true. That could help us. He goes Bryce. Okay, because they both have week 12 buys. Okay, I have to get through one more. Do we make it? Do we make it? Do we make it? Do we make it? And what do we do if not? If not, I'd say Ferg.
All right.
I'll cue it just to put a little more good mojo for us. We're not going to get it. Yes, we do. All right. Herbert at 138, double stacked, 3-4-5, Mayfield, May, Herbert, all stacked or double stacked, Gibbs, Cook, Caleb, Scatterboo. Wow. Ladd, Mike Evans, Travis Hunter, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen. This is literally one of my favorite teams. I am loving this draft. At first it was when you made me take James Cook, which I know is stupid and I know I need to get on board and yada, yada. And thank God I draft with you that I can take some James Cook, but.
Yep. No, I like this. And taking 3 quarterbacks in this window, we've talked about it all draft season. It's a very strong build, can be a very strong advance rate. And then, every play, this team, we can get this team through every week we don't have any of the true elite quarterbacks, but we have Baker, we have May, we have Herbert. These guys can get near those types of games for sure. So, no, I'm excited about this.
We have Jeff T encouraging me earlier. Steve and Jeff were encouraging me to wait on Scaboo, and it all worked out. Just delete your account if you don't get Scaboo. Meg was ready to crash out if I don't get Scaboo. I maybe was. After 4 drafts, 3 hours, I will crash. I am tempted. I am borderline going to crash out. That for some reason, StreamHeart showing me that we have almost 500 people watching, but it's only 20 or something on YouTube. I'm going to pull the plug on being broadcast to Twitter. I'm taking it away. I'm going to be like a mom that takes the toys away. I guess we're the toys. But if you're watching on Twitter, could you just come over and hit the like button, say hi? Because I may crash out over that. The other risk is he does it again. Oh, damn. I was hoping for Ferguson. That would have been, who needs tight ends anyways? Exactly. 3573 is our favorite build. Eddie agrees. Give me 3573 every day. Yes, Eddie, Jeff, we are in lockstep. We love the 3573, our favorite build. This is the kind of information you get by coming over, clicking that like button, saying hello. Dubs, Douglas, if you want to double stack. So we're 9 seconds. Tillman, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
Dubs or
Tillman? No, I like, Dubs.
Yeah. Who needs tight ends? Who needs them? Okay, let's look at them though. We didn't get Lawrence, but and if we don't do tomorrow, Douglas, we could double stack with Henry again. Ertz. This is a loaded area for a first tight end. So
I think even if one of those receivers falls back, I think we have to take tight end.
I agree. I'm getting rid of them. We've got to take tight end. Hopefully one of these guys falls. And honestly, look at all the tight ends that I and Steve and I like. I mean, the list goes on and on. I'm going to click them all just to be obnoxious. Look at that. If we get three of these guys, I'll be great. It's awesome. It's amazing. So 3, 4, 6, definitely done at quarterback, one more running back, one more receiver, and 3 of this list of beautiful tight ends. I love it. I absolutely love it. Scatterboo and Herbert stack labeled with Sherbert. I like it. I agree. And the team is definitely coming together nicely. Aren't you worried 3573 has never won a BBM? Is that true? I thought Pat Greens was a 3582. He had Kittle and somebody else. I think Gesicki's been on like a bunch of like winning BBMs. Yeah. He had Kittle, Gesicki. I have like a weird memory with the BBM teams. Fresh Bait in this room gave you the super team. I gotta see what Fresh Bait's doing.
No, he meant all the badgeless guys.
Oh, Fresh Bait. I see. Sometimes that's why I need you on stream with me to like help me get jokes. I'm like the old lady that doesn't get the jokes. Thank you, Steve. So just making sure we're not missing anything. Top of the board, Hunter Henry double stack.
Yeah,
let's do it. First tight end, Hunter Henry. Perfect. We can ditch Jatavian Sanders and Theo Johnson because we probably shouldn't, if we can avoid double stacking the week 14. So the kind of process of elimination there. That is interesting. I thought that show that Pete Overzet did, breaking down all the different BBM winners the past 5 years and structurally and player archetypes and kind of recreating and how it works in 2025 was excellent. I thought it was really, really good. And it's really interesting. A lot were double anchor, even in years where zero RB hit. The 1 year where zero RB massively hit, obviously, was 2023 with Kyron, though Puka was obviously a late, hammer there. But I think his team had Kyron because he went like 5 receivers early and did a 3-6-6-3. But again, he did, zero RB the right way. Zero RB, there's been hyper fragile with Justin Herzig's team, zero RB with the 2023 team. Last year was, as Pete said, was very, very balanced. And the other years, Liam and Pat Crane's team were double anchor running back. So interesting, different, that's what we always say. You can win in different ways in basketball. It's the beauty of this. But you just have to do it the right way. Like the guy that did zero RB and did a 3-6-6-3. So you got to like that. Well, then I'm happy for the Fresh Bait that helped give us this team. Tim says, I have so much Josh Downs. I'm hoping Danny Dimes and A Rich are locked in. And I hope, was it another hamstring injury? Hopefully it's a low-grade hamstring too.
Yeah, I haven't seen any update on that yet.
Yeah, if you put me in the top 15, I'd be quite happy too.
Our guy Al Boogie got in the top 15.
Yeah, Al Boogie was in the top 15. Yep. Yeah. Shout out to Al Boogie. If you go 3 tight ends, I wouldn't worry too much about that's true. That's true. Like if we need it, if one of those guys fell or something, I agree, Jeff. I totally agree with you. I thought it was great that the structure has never been repeated. 5 different winning structures. Yeah, no, that is super, super interesting. It's really interesting and does show that you can win in different ways. You just have to do it kind of correctly. Coming here. I mean, you know me, I like Gesicki over Chig. I think has a much more spike week, and getting the access this late to the Cincinnati offense feels like cheat code to me. But I'll, if you want to follow ADP, I prefer Gesicki, but what do you want to do?
Well, I didn't know if we go running back here.
Oh, can we get Merritt?
Let's do it.
Yes, this team is freaking fun. Let's supercharge it. Yes, JCM, let's go. Okay,
above Eckler and Rico Dowdle.
Yep, that's what we're doing.
Oh my.
Like Hopkins for our guy Mike Robb, like Slayton. Love Roman Wilson, love Torrey Horton. No, I'm just queuing up other. I'm just.
Oh my.
I'm
gonna definitely need a bourbon after this.
I know you probably will. So 3 more picks. Done at quarterback and running back. So we need 1 more receiver, 2 more tight ends. So
yeah,
whatever order you choose. Coming up here, 186. If Gesicki's still there, that's an auto click for me.
Yeah. No, I think a tight end here.
It goes.
And then we'll figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, Bill, left hand up, Commanders. Exactly. Good call, Tim D. Steve has seen that ditch from the childhood flash before his eyes with
her pushing me into it.
Come on, I've got to make sure. You know what? I'm gonna bring. I think I digitize, or I'm gonna bring it over, and you guys are gonna see the full picture. I am helping him. Yeah, if we have time, I'm gonna do it. Okay. I mean, there's probably 400 watching on Twitter, and like just these loyal people in with us here, but they're gonna see it.
They're gonna see it.
They're gonna see it.
They're gonna see the evidence.
All right. Does Gesicki make it to us? Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what that music was, but he does. Okay.
You're talking.
It was good. I'm sure that'll make people from Twitter want to come over.
It was a banger.
Don't you think?
Absolutely.
Okay, let me catch up. Yeah, I got to show the ditch picture. It was a hay farm, and I was helping him get over the haystack. Thought I was winning it last year. Barely cracked 200. Double anchor though. Kyron Gibbs. Okay. Oh, very nice. 30p.
Wow. Yeah, unfortunately, Kyron.
Yeah,
didn't do much week 17.
That's right. I'm jealous now. Break out the Moe. Yeah, I love it. GAB Sports. No, I'm really liking this team. I can't help clicking Aaron Rodgers when I have 2 QBs. So much Aaron Rodgers. So does this girl. And Tim, I know you read our articles because you're a loyal Substack subscriber. Link in the description, $34.99 for the entire year. And we're going to be adding a lot more to it. I have so much Aaron Rodgers too. Going as quarterback 29. If he stays healthy, going to outperform that. Y'all in the postseason already. I love it. Hope he can turn back the clock to 2018. I mean, even if he has last year's year, quite honestly, right? I mean,
yeah.
And he finishes like quarterback 16 or something like that.
Yep. Yeah. So are you bringing over the picture? Paul wants it.
Okay. For AI enhancements, let me work on it. Hold on. How do I mean, you know, my tech savviness, it's so good. I think I can upload an overlay here. Let me see if tell me when we're up.
Okay. Yeah. We're up in a few picks, 4 picks.
We'll keep watching.
We're going for probably a receiver here and then hit a tight end at the end, I'm guessing.
That's fine. All right, I'll do it after this pick. I think I know him.
Late and wet. I was hoping he'd come back. He's fallen sometimes to the 20th or the 18th round. But Minty Genty.
I mean, we didn't take Bateman. When I take Bateman, I don't want to double click when I don't have Lamar, but Hopkins at 199 feels.
Yeah.
We have no week 7.
That should be the pick.
Buys. You just want it so I don't beg for Roman Wilson.
Yeah, that would be a bad pick.
I don't know that it is, Steve. I think I'm going to double down on Roman Wilson this year. I'm really into it.
Oh my God.
Okay. Beautiful. Now we'll see if Freiermuth comes back. Let me see if I can figure this out. Talk about whatever you want, Steve, while I have digital pictures to prove how good of a sister I am.
Well, we know Underdog is going to be releasing 6 or 7 contests in next week. Anyone have any predictions for any particular types of contests? Meg made a prediction earlier about of a vintage Eliminator format with this one closing, but I'd be curious if anyone else has any predictions, because we know it's not going to be a puppy since they have a puppy out right now.
Yeah.
So sure it'll be a mix of things. So curious if anyone has any interesting predictions.
Let me see if this one came up. There it is.
We go. Is that her helping me or her pushing me into the pit?
That's me helping you.
I feel like Andy from Parks and Rec, and she's throwing me into the pit.
I'm literally helping you over the hay stack.
We're up in 3 pits, so. So chat, what
Just
do you guys
think about that when you make fun of me as a sister. I'm literally, what a good big sister I am, helping you over the haystack. And our parents have a milestone anniversary, so we've been looking at pictures. So I have a couple other funny ones that I might have to show too. But yeah, I do like that one, and I am totally helping you. Oh my God, this might be attempted murder. Meg is reported for abusing little Steve. Oh my God, that's hysterical. I mean, Fryermuth, right? It's like auto click. Yeah. I mean, he should not. Criminal. Absolutely criminal. Okay. Arthur Smith saying, hold my beer when he heard you say Rogers finish is better than QB29. That's hysterical. Okay. So yeah, Paul's predicting little Eliminator.
I think you mean it's probably this current format, not the old one, but yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay, I'm your Huckleberry gets. He's right up there competing with Mike Robb's comments. This might be attempted murder. I got to put it with the picture again. That is not attempted murder, but funny with the comment. Meg, can you help Steve over the haystack today? Yes, that's what it was, guys. That is what it was.
Yeah, I like Jeff's comment here.
Wait,
it's a wide receiver premium contest and naming it the Meg special, but Steelers wide receivers get bonuses.
Absolutely. All right. Well, there's nobody else in this draft, so we're going to read our team, which I absolutely love. I'm calling our shot now. This has a chance for BBM finals, but I'm not going to label it that because that will jinx it. So we have a 3-5-7-3, our favorite build. Maybe this is the year a 3-5-7-3 wins it all. Maybe me not counting down to get in with you sharp people is what helps us. Maybe that was a happy accident. I don't know. But I'm really happy that we were in this room. 3-5-7-3, Baker Mayfield, Drake May, Justin Herbert at pick 138, double stacked, all quarterback stacked, Jahmyr Gibbs, James Cook, Caleb Johnson, Cam Scatterbu, Ja'Cory, Krosky, Merritt. Is this the year of the rookie running back? Will those three pay off for us? I hope so. Ladd McConkey, Mike Evans, Travis Hunter, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen, Romeo Doubs, DeAndre Hopkins, Hunter Henry, Mike Gesicki, and Pat Fryermuth. So we've got May double stacked, Herbert double stacked, obviously Evans, Baker Evans, and I'm not sure about bring bats. This is where I definitely do need best ball overlay. I'll have that up for tomorrow's draft, but I'm sure there's some in there.
I think the only one might be Doubs Hopkins.
Doubs Hopkins, yeah. There's probably some other like skinnies or for other weeks. Too,
for other playoff weeks, maybe. But
yeah.
Week 17, I don't think
right. So no, this was a lot of fun. I like that team a lot. In fact, Steve, I relabeled everyone in front of you just so we're keeping the vibes, going. I'm going to label this in front of you, and I'm going to not label it like winner or something like that, because that's when it's just does not work. So let me label this team for you. Where is season? Where is BBM? Is this it? Yep. I'm labeling this beauty now, but I'm not going to jinx it. Sibling Showdown 8-14. Okay. Okay, it keeps saying it's not saving, but let's see. I'm going to make sure it saves for you.
Don't
Because
trust her,
again,
guys.
this is, see, Sibling Showdown, 814. There we go. There we go. That is a beauty. I love it. Make you still, no, Steve and I are not going to be going over Haystack today. The opposite of rookies, sophomores, senior citizens, guys on their second contract only. Oh, that would be a fun one. I like it. I like it. Really nice team. I appreciate it. I absolutely love that team. I'm very excited about it. Label it equals no Steeler receivers. Boo. That's a good one. That's a good one. Label as the Haystack murder. Oh my God. So, Eddie says the sibling slayer should be the name.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it felt like.
That's great. That's great. Well, no, we sincerely appreciate all you guys that came over, watch us on YouTube, hit that like button. Hopefully are subscribed to the Fanspeak Network. Again, best ball content all the rest of the summer. Hopefully we can get to 900. If we don't, we'll keep the best ball content coming. But if we get to 900 by Labor Day weekend, we will do a 9-hour live stream on Labor Day, Monday. Then we've got, it doesn't stop here. We've got content all throughout the NFL season, NFL betting, DFS, battle royales, pick'ems. I know if you guys are watching this, you're probably doing those type of DGen stuff too, I'm sure. So hopefully, plenty of fun stuff coming up to join us. So any final thoughts, Steve?
Just Eddie's final comment here.
Poor Steve, if you need to report or talk about it, we are here for you. Here, I literally upload the digital thing because I thought everybody would be on my side, and I got it went the other way. It went the other way.
Yeah, you might have to post it on Twitter and do like a
poll.
Yeah.
Does it look like I'm abusing him or?
Yeah.
I have to upload the let me see if I can quickly find it. The John Riggins was on the hayride with us. So you see this guy right here?
Him in the cowboy hat behind me.
Cowboy hat is John Riggins. Steve was adorable. I'm a dork. But that is the John Riggins. So very, very, very cool. Yeah, it's been fun to see some of these pictures from our childhood. But yeah, Eddie says thanks for another great stream. Thanks to all. Thank you, Draft and Driving. We appreciate you. And then thank you, Paul. This is a cute pic. I appreciate that. Thank you. We appreciate all you. Final thoughts, Steve, before we get on out of here.
Yeah, no, thank you everyone for joining us in chat. Please like this episode on the way out. If you haven't already, we did get past 50 likes, so that's a good thing. And we're happy to, as the chat said, we hit for the cycle tonight. We did the 4 remaining. Well, now I'm pretty sure the Eliminator is about filled.
Yeah.
But we did all the flagships, got to talk about them, got to draft them, which is always fun. And outside this last one, we got to draft them with some of you. Sorry, Paul, for not letting you in the last one. But no,
I love you, Paul. I love you, Paul. But I'm kind of glad we got in that room. That room was fun. But any other day, any other one.
Thank you guys for all your support. We really appreciate it. And like Meg said, we have a lot more planned going forward.
And he called us cranky and sleepy. That's great. I love that, Eddie. No, thank you guys. Tomorrow, 5:00 Eastern, Friends of Best Ball. I am having Coach Speak Index. That is going to be a fun time. And I'll probably do some live drafts after. So thank you guys so much. For Steve, I'm Meg, and we will see you next time.